Time to warm up the dice. Prepare the snacks. Will there be safe passage or brutal attacks? The players come from everywhere on Lantern Noir. Elves, dwarves, giants, and dragons is what you are. So pull up a chair. Get ready for the next campaign. It'll be a hell of a lot more fun than sitting in the rain. For the next 5 hours, time is gonna move a lot faster. Thanks to your imagination and your fabulous dungeon master. Lantern Noir presents.
Hello and good evening and welcome to the Candlekeep Mysteries. We are in story number 2. Is titled Mazfroth's Mighty Digressions. I am the Dungeon Master for these sessions. My name is Rob. I stream under the name Lantern Noir. My pronouns are he and him. And I am joined by some of the most amazing people I have encountered over the last several months of this interesting time we all live in. And they have graciously agreed to sit down to play Dungeons and Dragons with me, for which I am eternally grateful. As grateful as I am to Brave for Tango for gifting that subscription. It's great to see the support for the stream. It helps keeps the lights on, and it keeps the books in the shelves, the dice on the table, and all the other little things that go into putting on these productions. So thank you for that. We appreciate the support. Once they've done all their introductions, feel free to check out all of these amazing people. 3 of them are streamers. One of them is an artist, and there are the links in the chat if you want to go track them down after the show or in a side tab. We don't mind. We won't notice if you... This isn't like math class. We're not going to notice you reading the comic book underneath your homework, okay? It's all good. So there's that. I will let everyone do their own introductions as well as the character they're going to play tonight. And we're going to go around the table, starting with the ever-effervescent Linarius.
Hello, everybody. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Linarius. I'm a streamer. I stream Zelda content and horror content. We're actually going to be doing it Sunday through Wednesday coming up soon. And my character is Jansen. She, they, them, he, her, it is an elven monk. Answers to anything. Is an elven haunted monk. And yeah, it's going to be fun. I love it. It's a lot of fun.
That takes over to Molly next going around.
I'm Molly, or barely Molly, on everything, and I play a fire genasi named Ember, who really, really loves shiny things, being ridiculously energetic and bubbly, and also, now that I have the cunning action, disengage and hiding from all the chairs. So we'll see what happens next. But yeah, I stream on the weekends, mostly art, but sometimes games.
And that brings us around to Tiff.
Hi there. I'm Tiffany, or TS Lamb online. Mostly I do art, so mostly things like cute fuzzy animals in tutus and knight's armor. It's kind of fun. Or in smoking jackets. There's a lot of pandas smoking. I'm playing Shona Ilharan, and I'm your friendly librarian barbarian. So I can tell you which book you really desperately, definitely need to check out, and what's going to happen to you if it's late. So it's nice to know.
Check out.
Stay tuned to watch my new weapon gets to be used hopefully tonight. Maybe not, but hopefully.
And then that brings us around to Jessie.
Hi everyone, I'm Jessie, or Enceladus on all social media, Twitter, Twitch, etc. I am tonight playing Mir, your not friendly, not neighborhood, so far traveling, people-hating bard. Excited to keep going with our adventures because this has been a lot of fun. If you like science and technology. You can follow me on Twitch. I stream about programming, astrophysics, and machine learning. And sometimes games, because, we all need to play games.
Absolutely. And that brings us to the table. In our last adventure, the party had ventured into a pocket dimension that they had discovered inside the Great Candlekeep fortress. That then led to a bit of a I think what you described as the worst escape room ever, as they had to figure out how to get back out of that space. And we left off with one of the avowed, the librarians of Candlekeep, having some very cross words for them about the fact that they had passed off a first edition classic book that they had created themselves. And the halfling artificer, as it were, had some stern words, and that's where we curtained last time we met. You are absolutely encouraged, if you want to participate in the show at all tonight. There are channel point rewards you can redeem, which will cause an immediate reroll of whatever just happened. You can also contribute through your cheers to the Book of Fate. You can see it down there in the bottom corner. The characters have currently 500 pages stored in the Book of Fate, which gives them 5 possible rerolls. And so anytime you add a cheer into the stream, that's going to go into the Book of Fate. It gives them a few chances to undo a mistake. It is possible and legal for you to use your channel points or the reroll it sound a bit to force an immediate reroll, and you can technically use it against the party, but I should warn you, when you do that, everyone boos. I'm just saying, there's nothing in the rules say you can't, but it's kind of like going to Vegas and betting on the no-cum bar at the craps table. You can legally do it. No one is going to like you. Okay, we haven't started. I can do that. What's kind of crazy, last week, it's not this week, but last week we had 2 streaming D&D games running in my house because my son was running it at the exact same time on Discord with his buddies upstairs. Uh-oh. Come on, settle down, baby. Shippy baby, hold together. Okay. If you can't see or hear me, hit refresh.
It's good.
Okay, good. I had a lot of
On
red
the Zoom
lights
end, it's good.
went off on my end of the thing. Yeah, but my son, I'm glad to see he got into D&D. He was really slow to develop early. He was a real late walker, and he was really late at stairs, which I told him it's fine if you don't want to go upstairs. I don't trust stairs either. They're always up to something. I'll try.
Our first dad joke of the night.
Yeah, somebody threw it in there. They were poking around the reward queue. I'm like, you know what? We haven't started yet. I can pause to do that. Get that one out of the way. And thank you so much for those cheers to start the night off. It's going to kind of help get things going. You know what? Let's just have a hype train and really get things up and going. So thank you for that, guys. It's kind of going now. They're going to get some mileage out of that poor knight that has to walk across the screen every time somebody cheers. So while y'all getting all excited and getting in on this, and King, welcome aboard. Let's kind of recap where we left off. You had come out of the study room, and there the halfling was waiting for you with her massive clockwork bear. She glared at you, put her finger up, pointed down the hall, and started walking. The bear doesn't move until you start to follow, and the bear falls into stride behind you. And she leads you around a little bit through the hallways, and as she passes, everyone takes notice of your coming and going. People get out of the hallway, they step back into doorways, they all watch as you go by because there seems to be a knowing look that this is not something they haven't seen before. After about 5 minutes of wandering, you come to a section of the keep where you start to notice brass name plaques on next to every door. So you pass Sir Reginald the Wise's office, You pass by Lady Isabella's office. When you get to one door, the letters are magically moving across the name plaque faster than you can read them. This is the door to which the halfling pushes open and walks in. Who goes in first?
I'll go in.
Not me.
I'll go.
I'm hiding behind show.
I have my short. Hold on, what's it called again? Yeah, it is a short sword. I don't know why I thought it was a dagger. I have my short sword tucked with my hand on it, but it's my hand's like chilled, so they don't see that it's on there.
Okay, so you're prepared to draw your blade on one of the chief librarians of the Fortress Library.
Yes,
Okay.
just in case. Just in case. I don't trust people.
It's not like she has a massive earth sign following you that can crush your head with a paw.
You don't know. Oh, wait, we do though.
Yeah, we should
do though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like stay in the background and sort of just like tune my instrument and pretend like I don't see anything happening.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow in, but as we've been walking down the hall, I am just carefully explaining to Ember, she doesn't care. It doesn't matter. You don't have to pay attention at all. How cool this flail is and this book. I mean, have you ever read this book? And I'm just like, I'm not okay. I'm petting the book. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just petting the book.
And I'm going, sure, yeah, and I'm just staring at the bear that's coming down the hall at us. Just, yeah, sure, show, yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
the
it looks
balance,
cool,
the balance. Oh,
yeah. Balance it on that thing's head if something happens. Okay, can you do that for me?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I gotcha. No problem. Yeah, so.
For those,
I was just wondering after.
For those that missed last week, Show's Barbarian found a flail. And say, go ahead and explain what the flail is.
Flail is, what was the book of warfare? Modern warfare, and it's wrapped in chain. And attached to a nice stick that I can hit things with. It's very exciting. Mm-hmm. Actually, I think Mira actually found it and gave it to me, which was very nice of them. So
I mean, it's literally, if one could sit and imagine the perfect weapon for a barbarian librarian, a book flail would definitely be at the top of the list. So
yeah,
kind of gotta.
It's genius.
And mad props to the writers of Candlekeep. I cannot take credit for that. That was in here. I'm like, all right, this is what happens. I'll take credit for a few things. And by the way, since we're in minor pause, thank you so much for the hype train and keeping it going. It's really exciting. And the hardest thing for, I think, all 5 of us is not to just sit here and thank people nonstop. But you also came here to watch us play Dungeons and Dragons. And if we don't get playing, I feel like you're going to feel like you got cheated a little bit. So just a massive thank you to everyone that's been throwing things in there. Anselangi, Ear, Nox, I'm going to miss people by pausing to do this means I'm going to miss people. I feel terrible about that. King of Cheese, everyone that's been throwing stuff into the hype train and the bit box, thank you so much for that. And I think with now a total of 28 rerolls in your pockets, I think you're going to be fine tonight. The halfling walks around the backside of the desk, and all you see is the top of her top, not behind it. Her desk is covered in books. And the few places that don't have books have large canisters and pistons. And as you take in her office, you most are struck by the fact that it's half office, half workshop. The bear follows the last of you and lumbers over into the corner, pivots itself, and just sort of plops down and lets out this massive hiss as it settles into place. Just like to a modern ear, it would sound a lot like activating the air brakes on a bus. That and then it stops moving. You hear a clack, 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 And you watch as the chair behind the desk rises up mechanically, and now you can see your hostess. She steeples her fingers as she leans on a pile of books, now slightly taller than all of you if you take a seat. You told us you had a book of antiquity, a first edition. It was not. Would you like to explain yourselves?
I can't read, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't
We
say
explained
anything.
that we had a unique book that you did not have in your library. That is the rules that you wanted us to come in with. If we have a book you do not own, we are allowed in. We have a book that we presented to you that you had never seen before. And I would love to see you produce another one. Theoretically, we might have fudged the age of it a little bit, but if you take into account all of the vast years of knowledge we put in, I think you'll find that we were too far afraid.
If I were to open an entry for this book in our catalog, how old would you think I should list it as?
I mean, that paper was pretty old when I found it, so...
Give me a moment. We'll consult and figure out. We'll huddle.
Yeah, I need a group huddle real quick.
40 years. I know. How old was the paper? Let's see. We've got a number of decades at least.
Can't
Can we
just
just
tell him?
give them the other book?
Or like tell them the
Or the
truth?
map?
I think we
the
kind of
map,
have told them.
Right? The map? I have a
That's
unique map now. How about we throw in this map of this
Just distract
magical
them.
mansion?
Well, they just need a timeline for the book. So, how old was the paper?
You'd
Thing is-
have to ask the person I
mean-
stole the paper from.
Jansen, how old are your demons?
Oh,
They
My
gave
demons
inspiration.
are like
they were there.
centuries old.
It was written in part. It was a cross centuries collaboration.
Since it contains the knowledge of the centuries, but it is a relatively new book in regards to the lifespan of your demons, I say if we give it a good, I don't know, 50 years?
I'm good with that.
In my scheme as a librarian, I probably, having worked in the library for a while, I'd know a good
yeah.
kind of age. I think, you know what, we'll say collectively, the knowledge, the ingredients that have gone into it, even though it was written more recently, it contains at least 50 years worth of knowledge in here. Actually more, but 50 is a good solid number to start it at.
Is that what you come out of the huddle with?
It's totally what I'm coming out of the huddle with.
That was quite the discussion to lock down the age of a book that you used as entry into our fortress.
You're
a book
welcome.
where it's admission requires a book we do not have that we need to complete our collection.
But you do need it because you don't have it. And you wouldn't have a complete collection if you didn't have it.
I feel
Dude.
there's been a failure of communication.
dude. Here's the thing. You want to have all of the books in that are in existence, because if you have every book that is in existence, then you are the most powerful fortress in the entire realm, right? Because knowledge is power. Here is a book. If you don't want this book, we can take it and give it to another fortress, and they can be the most powerful fortress in all of the realm.
You wrote the book yourselves
Yeah.
a week ago.
Yeah, about that, yeah.
That's not...
Okay, here, let me level with you. Angela, I'm sorry, what was your name?
And she points down at the placard on the front of her desk that is still flying past you as it's trying to fit her entire name in.
can't read.
What is her name?
Can you slow your name tag down a bit?
My
Pretend
name,
pretend
if
we're
you
tired.
please, is Contessa Mary Anna Axel Nova von Kogsporth III. You can call me
Okay.
Connie.
Okay, Connie. I love it. Connie's a beautiful name. You know, that's my mother's name. So I feel like we already have such a strong connection. Listen, Connie.
We don't.
But I do, and that's all that really matters. Listen, okay, so you don't like the book. I'm willing to give you the book for free for this map if we can call it even right now. Now listen, we just got sucked into a magical portal in a mansion filled with books in which you've never stepped foot in because that dead guy had it.
Let me see your map.
Well, okay, but it's a pretty good map, and
And she reaches down next to her while you get the map out.
yeah, and that I have a map. It's beautifully illustrated there's a little frog with a knife, and there's a chair with eyeballs in one room. It's but it is accurately mapped.
She plops down next to her on the desk a clockwork owl. And then proceeds to jab a key in the back of it and two-hand turn the key a few times. And after she's done, she pulls the key out and the owl kind of flutters its wings a few times and immediately takes stock of the room. She grabs a book off her desk and holds it up and looks at the owl. Is this a book? And the owl goes, whoo, and nods. Puts the book down, reaches across, picks up your map, holds it in front of the owl. Is this a book?
No, but this map belongs in this book. So if you want the map to the other books, you have to take this book.
Is this a book? And the owl,
And
she hands you back the map. Yes.
Side question.
Side question.
Do we still need to be in this fortress?
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Oh,
what I was
well,
gonna ask you.
we need
No,
to still
'cause-
find somebody to break the curse that's affecting Branch. And while
But that
our
person's
first,
dead, right?
our first, maybe he had an
That's what we're
understudy.
looking for.
Like,
Yeah, but would they be here?
So,
Wouldn't they
an
be where he was
assistant.
from?
academics always have assistants. You know, like maybe there's like the junior curse breaker expert of
And the
Candlekeep.
other thing, what's in the room right now? Like we have that person and the bear's behind us.
The bear's in the far corner of the room, completely non-functional.
The clockwork
Okay.
owl is functional.
There's the clockwork
'Cause-
owl. There's lots of books and lots of clockwork parts.
I'm really kind of tempted to just stab my dagger in her desk and be like, take it or relieve it, and then walk out.
I mean, I think she's gonna leave it.
I think so, because the owl said it's a book.
I think we gotta sell her on the map if we want to be able to stay and complete like finding somebody to help with the curse.
I mean, I could
we, like,
wrap it in
sneak in?
leather. It would technically be a book then,
Well,
right?
so
Well, we've got a book. The owl agreed it was a book, and she agrees it's a book. I think she's just I we should have just told her a week.
sort of like out of character. The libraries I've worked with and like worked in, I used to digitize maps for a library. They have maps. So like maps are a critical part of history and a part of like intellectual knowledge, right? Can we just kind of try to strong arm her a little bit into seeing that this is a valuable addition to the collection? Because or we could just get into a pedantic argument with her, tell her to define a book. Because we could also go down that road. Because I feel like
That's where we're
it
already
has
going.
to be bound. What? It has to be multiple pages. Like I bet our map has multiple pages because that freaking place was huge. Like, do you want us like you said, Molly? Like, do you want us to wrap it in leather? Like,
Yeah, I can put it. I
we
can
got.
Get
I think
some
we got to
leather.
sell her on the map.
Yeah,
That's our way out of this.
but the map comes with the book. You can't get one or the other. It's
Wait,
both
what book?
the book we've created.
Created.
The word you wanted
I mean,
there
a
was...
forgery has to be like
create.
a imitation. So we did create it. We wrote
Yeah, we
it.
created it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's unique authorship.
After a few more passes of discussion about what is or is not a book, the owl's opinion notwithstanding, the doors bursts open.
Al doesn't know anything.
An acolyte is standing there, and he looks completely dumbstruck. Madam, it's happened again. And she immediately looks, jumps back. Are you serious? He goes, yes, another attack. We need you now. She jumps off her chair. She runs to the bear and turns sharply to you. I need time to reboot him. You need to deal with this. You owe us.
Yeah, I
Let's
think
go.
that's a matter of opinion.
I
But
mean-
we are always happy to help. So please, lead on.
It
We got
seems
this.
fair. We'll call
I
it
guess.
even, Connie, even after this,
Just
right?
deal with this, please. And she immediately
Fine.
turns and starts turning keys on the bear. And as you're heading out the door behind the acolyte, you get the impression she's going to be a few minutes.
Yep.
The bear takes
Right,
a while
we'll
to
see you
boot.
later, Connie. I'll handle this, but we're even Steven after this, all right?
Push Ember out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one. Sleeves up. Let's go. I'm going to pat the acolyte on the back. Lead on.
He's jogging down the
Oh,
hall.
all right, cool.
I'm just gonna turn to Show as we leave and be like, I think that went well. That went better than I expected, actually.
Yeah, I think there's really I loved the map. The map cell, I think it should be a
I-
fool not to take it.
It was my best work of art.
I think it was really good. Oh, the frog with the knife? I
The
mean,
frog with the knife. He's pretty good. He's
so
pretty
much
good.
character in that
We
tiny
might want
little-
to catch
how'd
up
they
with
do it?
that guy.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh, we're going quickly as we're going. We're just talking as we go.
I mean,
I like the drawing. It's really good.
He rounds a few more corners and comes up to another set of those study rooms you'd been in earlier. There are 2 guards posted at one of them. And as you approach, they take a step away from the door so that you have access to it. And one puts his hand on the handle. Are you ready?
What are we facing?
You'll see.
Sure.
It'd be nice for you
That's
to
helpful.
say before we open the door.
I can't describe it.
Let's just get
I'm
this
even
over
gonna try.
with.
Let's
Come
go.
on.
He
Okay,
Let's
I'm
go.
pulls open,
Crossbow out.
pulls the door open towards himself and ushers you into a room. Your first glance is it's almost identical to the one you were in earlier. A cot, desk, some bookshelves, a pedestal on which to set a book while you stand and read and take your notes, and on it there is a book.
Not this again.
Just get in there. We can't let it escape.
Yeah,
You're
All
afraid
right.
of a book?
I don't think the book's going anywhere, dude.
Yeah. Just get in. Like he
I'm gonna go
Starts to push you into
closer
the
and
room.
see what the yeah. Fine. Jeez.
As soon as Jensen crosses the threshold, because I'm assuming they are going to be the last one through,
Yeah.
the door is shut behind you. And there's a moment of quiet as you all look around and wonder what exactly is happening. That's when the book levitates up off of the pedestal and morphs into a massive glowing orb of energy.
Well, that's just great.
I haven't seen a book do that in ever.
Out of the sphere, multiple tendrils shoot and immediately lash towards you.
I'm gonna take a step back.
Can I dodge?
I'm gonna hit it with the flail and pull the axe out.
You can do better. You can all roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yay!
The kind of thing you don't expect a book to do.
Well, you know,
14.
some of the
And my
deeper
rolls
levels of the
continue.
library.
Oh, are you kidding me? A 1?
Oh no!
Ooh.
What is up with? I don't like these dice. I swear we're cursed.
Help.
Digital,
17.
digital dice are tricky. I have lax rules on what is or is not a book. That was okay. Let me get the roll in front of me so I can see how that went. That wasn't that bad. Let me see if I can find. Oh, it's a G-I-N, gin, not jig.
What we're actually doing is we're trying to roll, what is it? Ordinal numbers, not cardinal? Or do I have that swapped? So
Or did a
a 1
reroll?
just means you go first,
No.
No,
That's
one's
what
last.
that's no. Okay.
No.
But it's
Ember-
always- I always think it's better to have a lower initiative because then you tend to get higher attack rolls.
Ear did
that's
a
good to know.
reroll.
That's how I justify it as much as possible.
I roll low everything.
Good
so-
catch. Ember, I'm assuming that's for Ember? Do you want to reroll
So
your
the
initiative?
one- Yeah.
Yes, please.
And the
It's
new
a-
initiative
it's
comes
a
in
6 plus 2, so an 8.
An
I'll
8.
take it.
Nice.
much better. Much better. Bing. Okay, got that covered. Shimmy that over on that screen. Make that bigger so I can watch for it. So I don't have that happen again. All right. Show has the first action against the ectoplasmic orb that has created through. Think of one of those large exercise balls, but now make it out of ghostly energy. Give it an inner glow, and then use like a silly putty effect to stretch out tentacles on the sides of it.
Cool.
No, not anime bad. Like, not that level of tentacle. Just, it needs to be able to attack. And that's all I have for description on that. Okay, so what's Show doing in this combat?
I'm hitting it with the flail because I already have the flail out.
Sounds like a plan.
I'd like to pull out the hand axe, but I think that's another. I want to eventually do
Turn
two.
off the chat and turn on the
fighting.
The initiative tracker.
So to hit it with nat 20, so 26.
Oh my good God.
Nice.
I love my new weapon.
Jeez. So you're throwing the book at it.
I am.
Okay, now that's someone make a note. If I
And
do
it
that
goes
again,
splat.
we have to. Someone has to yell at me. I only get one
I'm
of those.
just glad you did it because I was trying to remember what to say. I was trying to think of what to say, and that's what I was going for.
Okay, get some damage down on there.
13.
Wow. Okay, so the head of the
You're so dreamy.
you spin up the length of chain and get that book spinning, and then just launch it right smack in the center of the orb, and you leave an actual hole through the ectoplasmic body. So now you're not fighting a large ball of energy with various pseudopods. You're now fighting a donut with pseudopods that are swinging around.
I like donuts.
Matter of opinion.
Well, I don't usually get my donuts with tentacles, so
The next action falls to Jansen.
So what's going on? What's it doing?
It's floating around in the room looking like it's ready to attack. Or it's starting to attack, and Show has just put a hole through it.
Okay.
Oh, totally. Good point.
I am going to, let me get this right. Hold on. Okay. So I'm going to dodge forward
Okay.
and take my short sword. Can I hold both swords?
Yes, you can.
I'm going to take both swords
Okay.
and I'm going to put both swords through the hole and slice them to the sides and then use my key point to...
You can totally do that. So you have two short swords?
No, I have the short sword and then I have that enchanted sword.
Got it. The other short sword.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me 2 attack rolls with your short swords. Yeah, this is going to get crazy. Yes, she's dodging towards the tentacles. Because that's how Jansen rolls.
15.
That, I believe, will hit.
Oh, 11.
That will not hit.
Combo breaker.
Do you want to take another shot with it? It seems early to burn too many of those, but
Yeah.
you're going for epic. Now might be a good time to go
Yeah.
epic.
What do you mean?
Well, do you want to burn
Do
a
it or
reroll?
don't
And I would say do it just for the epicness of it.
We
Okay.
got tons of them.
You got a few in the bank.
Plus, if we do
Oh,
this
that was
early,
worse.
and-
That was
Oh,
worse.
that was worse.
That was worse. Okay. No problem. Give me damage for the first short sword. First short sword.
4.
Okay. So that did its damage. Then you're going to burn that key point. So now roll 2 unarmed attacks. As you spin around and begin kicking it and kneeing it,
17.
and that'll hit. And headbutting it.
And
No, don't
10.
headbutt it. Don't headbutt it. That might be icky. 10's not going to hit.
Damage for the first one?
Sure.
3.
better than nothing.
It was really well executed. Every bit of the move worked exactly like you wanted it to. It just wasn't like connecting the way it should have, and it was kind of rolling around while you were doing it. So at one point you were supposed to
No more. Which one? What am I re-rolling?
I think Reroll the damage, I think is what he's intending.
Yeah, 6.
There we go. That's a little more
Boom.
impressive.
Aaron Zero to the rescue.
Amen. We got that. It's probably cheating if it. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Come by on Sundays.
I
You
figured.
can mess with that group. Okay. So Jansen gets in there, and it's actually trying not to let you separate the blades out because it's not static. It is trying to stay alive and eat you. Which, by the way, it's its turn. And it specifically
Picture
is going to be, that's the generic, I couldn't find a picture of it to put in there.
You described it as being like almost gelatinous.
Yeah.
And so I'm just imagining that like the unarmed punches or the daggers, like, do we have ectoplasm all over our stuff now?
Not yet.
Where is the picture?
It just flashed up. It looks kind of, that's the silhouette of a beholder. Although it kind of works for this.
I don't like goopy stuff.
So it's going to take its shot at Jansen because Jansen was the last person to harm it. And Jansen's armor class is 14. That's the roll. And it is unable to get a hit on them. Jansen continues to roll, dodge. At one point, literally does the splits as it like levels itself and spins above where they were. And then as it pulls itself back to make a new attack, they pop back up again. And it falls to Ember's action.
Rackham.
As a bonus action, since I now have cunning whatever, can I hide behind something in the room? I know it's a small room, but I'm trying to get that sweet sneak attack damage.
You can hide behind me.
Behind the bed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You could do that.
Oh yeah, can I hide behind the bed or under the bed or something?
Sure.
Okay, and then can I peek out with my crossbow and fire?
Sure.
Okay.
You can take a bonus action on each of your turns to take the dash. Okay, so you're taking the bonus action to do the hide.
Mm-hmm.
You're taking the shot. It's engaged with someone within 5 feet, so you get your sneak attack damage. Roll the attack.
Okay. Oh no. Oh, it was almost a 2 and then it went to an 18. Yes.
I was like, why are you complaining then?
It was like almost on a 2.
All right, so hit your base damage and then just go right away and hit that bonus damage.
Okay.
Little Miss Rogue.
Sneak attack.
So 4 from the crossbow.
Oh, why isn't it letting me hit sneak attack?
And then another.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh,
a 6.
10.
Yes.
That's solid. It falls to our bard last.
All right. I will dual wield my rapier and dagger
All right.
and stabby.
Not to be outdone by the paired short swords of the monk, the bards. All right, look, I'll show you how this all works.
The short swords are way cooler. The more stabby, the more better. So
The more stabby, the more better.
first I rolled a hit first.
Yep.
Okay. So for the dagger.
Use your rapier first. Well,
Oh, oops. Okay.
doesn't matter. It's just going to affect your dagger damage. So an 8's not going to hit with the dagger. Go ahead and roll your rapier.
That'll hit.
That'll definitely hit.
Alrighty. So then damage for the rapier.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the dice so much.
They're giving you a rough go tonight.
They gave me a rough go last time too. I rolled a 1. So
Back to the bank or take your 3 damage.
I'll take the 3. That's fine.
Okay.
I want to save. This is the start of our adventure.
This is
so
the
I want to
start.
save the panicked rerolls for
later.
time.
That's fair.
For the bigger, badder,
That's
goopier enemies.
Fair. Okay, so that takes us around the show's action next.
Okay. So I have
What's show doing?
I'm gonna hit it with flail again, but I want to pull out the hand axe and hit it with that too. I want to do the two-handed fighting. Let's do two-handed fighting.
Okay.
Everyone's dual wield is so much cooler. You have a book flail and like.
Okay, it is hard to beat the book flail.
It is.
So I'm gonna pull them out, and I'm gonna use the flail first, so I get the bonus on that.
Okay, so hit it with the flail. I would say at this point you can tell that it is well bloodied, so it's literally dripping ghost blood.
Ochre. So if I do the two-handed weapon, do I have to push something different, or if I'm just pushing the same? Like
You're gonna use the no, you just push the usual stuff.
okay, so I thought.
We just have to remember that on the damage for the offhand weapon, we don't add your strength bonus. So we just have to subtract it because the
That
computer's
totally
stupid.
does not hit.
That's
because
not gonna hit.
Rolled a 1 and got a 7, so the first one misses because I'm so excited.
But the hand axe comes through,
Not really, because I don't think a 10 hit.
and it's gonna miss 2.
I'm super excited. Oh, man.
Oh,
Here we got Jansen.
you were all excited to get in on this.
Excited.
Jansen has the chance to wrap it up.
All right, come on, Jansen.
So it's all bloody, right?
It's all bloody.
Is it in pieces or like what's going on?
It's still there, but it's like actively dripping ectoplasm at this point.
Okay, awesome. I want to examine it a little bit. Does it have like anything that would look like a head, like eyeball, brain, heart, important part of its blobbiness?
I'm pretty sure it looks a bit like that.
Yep, I'll go with that.
So nope.
It's kind of just, it's a ball of energy goo.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to take my short swords again, and this time I'm going to jump up. I'm going to jump up, and I'm going to take both of them, and I'm going to stabby.
Stabby, stabby. I like that.
Yeah!
So a little running leap off the bed, maybe.
Yep.
That
precisely.
That Ember has like thrown over so she can hide behind it. You can take a
Exactly.
step up on the side of up on the bed frame itself and leap up into the air and then come down.
That 19 for
That's
the
gonna
first one.
hit it.
Come on.
There's
Oh,
where the good
I just want
rolls
to see the
went.
word overkill appear over its head after you hit it. Let's be honest. We all live for that moment in Final Fantasy when we start seeing the overkill show up. Then it's like, oh, good.
My second one was 12.
Yep. Give us some damage on that first hit then.
Oh, yeah, 7.
And as Jansen comes down hard and just slices right through it with, it's hard to tell which sword was the one that did it since they're kind of held close together. Slices right through it, and it's like popping a balloon. If you imagine a water balloon filled with grape jelly that someone just popped.
So now we're off grape jelly and flowers. This adventure's going well.
And I hide behind the bed so that I don't get splashed with grape jelly.
You duck down just as it goes over the bed.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Ember's the one person who comes out of this room not coated in ectoplasm.
Just sparkles coming off my armor. Just.
And then you look,
she keeps
and in the middle of the ground, actually, no, you don't. There is nothing there. I gotta make sure I do this right. Following the module. Yeah, and as you look around, there's nothing else in the room but you, the bed, the room stuff, and, well, goo.
I would like to take and collect a sample of the goo.
Yo, Egon, your mucus.
I'm gonna just take my hand and run some along the book and just hand it out to her. Just like shake it into their hand. Here you go.
I'm gonna wipe my rapier on the bed and just like clean it.
Just gonna peek up and go, oh, you guys look goofy. Ugh. That looks gross. Oh,
And for
sorry.
clarity, the goo is like white iridescent. It's not grape. It's just, I was going for the consistency. The color is like pearlescent white.
Oh.
I
That's
definitely want to take a sample.
Oh.
I put some in my
Eat it?
pocket.
No, I would not eat it. Well, you can try. My dad tasted something in a chem class once. Was in the medical building for a week.
I mean, Mir really does like food.
Good.
So
Yeah,
we'll just surreptitiously like sniff the rapier, like.
It was not a jelly-filled
I have some.
creature.
On command, we have goop. We have
Oh
goop.
wow, you are prepared. Oh my gosh.
Okay, and now
Yeah.
Ember's gonna.
I am
Don't
going
say
to
what that
keep
looks
it
like.
in this jar.
Nope.
This is mine now.
There's a knock at the door after a few moments as you collect yourselves, and the sounds of combat have ended, which, to be fair, lasted all of about 30 seconds. When you stop and think about it, between the, oh, I wonder what it is, and oh my gosh, it's going to eat us, and nope, now it's all over the walls. There's a knock at the door. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Is it safe?
Yeah, open the door.
Yeah, but you might need a cleanup crew in here.
Can you bring a moist towelette or something, please?
Moist bathing towel, or perhaps a swim towel. Perhaps a cart of swim towels.
The guard kind of
A bathtub.
creaks the door
Yeah.
open. Oh, you got it.
And I'm just as he opens the door, I'm just gonna whip some off my book at him. Yeah, we got it.
You know, we don't work for free. We're not your
No,
cleanup
but
crew.
our debt is now paid. Remember, with Connie.
Nope. We need you to show us to somebody who's good at breaking curses.
I think that's fair.
Can I?
We handled your problem.
With no warning or information.
We're not on contract here.
Although we could be. For the right price, we'd be happy to be on contract. So, you know.
Can I sidle up to the goop and take my dagger and poke into it to see that there's nothing in it?
Nothing to steal.
Yes.
Investigate.
Absolutely. You can confirm there is literally nothing left.
Okay. All right. Well.
The
dirty
guard
dagger,
kind of
that's
hems
fine.
and haws a few moments as he's not really sure what to make of this particular moment.
Can I intimidate him? Just look at him.
It's not hard.
Really,
You can take 20 on that.
Just.
And after a few moments of staring him down, you hear the sounds of metal on rock. And you look and you see a badger has ambled its way down the hallway to you, stands up on its hind legs, turns around, and starts going back the other direction again.
Let Connie know it's taken care of.
And it gets a distance and then just stops.
Well, I think he's bringing us back to Connie.
Supposed to follow it.
Getting a bit tired of
Yeah.
being told where to go.
Yeah, I'll tell her where to go. I mean, I guess.
Where the sun don't shine. Am I-
Well, it might be, as you come back into the office with the artificer, at this point you now notice that the bear is up and running.
Oh.
And she looks exhausted. And she's sort of standing next to it, leaning on the key, which is half of her size. Oh, you took care of it. Oh, please don't trip on the books.
If somebody wants to provide us with a towel, we'll be happy to not drip on the books.
Or a bath, a bed, and a good meal.
Any of those.
How long has this been? We've been in this other dimension, and then we came back and we took care of this for them. I'm hungry.
Well, I'm glad
Yeah,
that you
good
were able to
question.
dispatch it so quickly. The last two times this has happened over the past week, we have not been so fortunate in the, well, let's just say that those who discovered that the books were not actually books did not fare as well as you did.
Tell you what. Why don't you order some room service and tell us all about it? What
I
other
like
things
that.
do you have going
With
on
beer.
here? Yeah.
And little cookies or something? Fancy
And beer.
people?
Okay. And she reaches into her bag and pulls out a couple of sparrows, cranks them up and tosses them out the window.
I mean, free
they
food's
carry
free
beer?
food, so.
No, they'll just let the kitchens know to send up some food.
Excellent.
And beer.
I was always disappointed as a child, or disappointed as I grew up, that all the stories of woodland animals helping me as I grew up turned out to be very fictional. Until I
Yeah.
made my own woodland creatures.
They're very shiny, I must
They're pretty
say.
cool.
They're very pretty and shiny. I'm a big fan.
You can't have them.
Really cool.
No, but they're just so beautiful.
And beer.
So this is a
It's been
family
beer
trait?
kind of day.
Oh, no. Most of them have worked in all kinds of other things. In fact, Contessa Mariana the First, well, we don't talk much about what happened to her. But the second was very involved in transportation. She theorized we could travel to other planets. We're
We
still
were
not
just
sure
in
how
a different dimension.
we're still not sure how that experiment went. We're hoping to hear from her soon.
Well, the problem isn't the traveling to the different dimension; it's getting word back.
Oh no. She was headed up towards the stars. It's
Which stars?
only been 70 years. I'm sure we'll get a message any day now.
Any day.
Did you say
Sounds good.
70?
You're an optimistic family, aren't you? I mean, that sounds good. Yeah, it takes a long
So,
time to travel to the stars.
Over the last several days, we have discovered that, like you, some have not been completely honest with the books they have brought into the library.
We've sorted that.
It's a gray area,
think
really, if
we-
you think about
Honesty
it.
is really very relative.
What?
Okay. We've sorted.
Agree
We're
to
good.
Let go of
disagree.
this
Go
book
on,
thing.
go on. Yeah.
Yep. So, people haven't played by the letter of your law as intended in some sort.
Exactly. Well, in the case of these other instances, this being now the third such instance, the books turned out to be some kind of transforming monster.
That seems awfully specialized.
It does, and incredibly inconvenient. Do you know how hard it is to get that goop out of other printed materials?
I panic and look at my book on the flail. Is you okay?
Don't you guys have like a ledger of who dropped these monster books off?
Well, we do, but that doesn't necessarily mean we have the expertise to go question them and then track down where they got the books from and then figure out why they're there because, well, that's just not a thing we have when we have adventurers that we can ask to do that. Adventurers who perhaps might have found themselves in a situation where they were less than, where their offering for entry was perhaps left wanting against our usual standards.
Fair enough.
This is
Is there a reason?
go on.
Well, I think it would be a great service to the library if you would perhaps track down what happened and keep for yourself any spoils of that investigation.
Huddle?
I like the last part of that.
Think we might be able to help you out. However, we are here on a particular task. If you can help us with that, I think we could probably help you with yours. Maybe. I have to. That's okay.
I kind of want to go poke the bear.
Is the beer here yet?
Not yet.
Do you have somebody that can break a curse?
I'm sure we could find someone to that effect.
All right,
That's
so we kind of
right.
got to fulfill that quest first.
You had come looking for
That guy.
someone. Mazfroth?
Yeah.
Madross.
Matthew. I think.
Moncrief.
You have been
Atreus.
Betrayus. You have been
Morphe.
coming looking for
Betrayus.
him to go cure this curse. I think we can that is very much within our purview. So perhaps we can consider this part of the bargain. We will dispatch someone to go deal with the curse. I'm sure we can find somebody around that can handle that as well. And you take over the investigation of the monster books and keep the spoils discovered while investigating said monster books. And then we call it all good.
I knew from the moment I saw you, Connie, I liked you. Don't you feel the strong connection now?
No.
Oh, well, it's still just one-sided, but you'll get there one day. I feel it, Connie.
No.
All
But
right. Well,
you can be
I'm
an
in.
optimist. If you would like, we can set you up with a room to rest in before you investigate. I can totally
Yes.
understand
And beer.
wanting to do that.
And a bath.
And beer.
We can arrange that easily.
But not a bath of beer, because that would be a bad use of beer.
I'll
And
take a
maybe
bath
some
of
of
a
those
beer.
little sandwiches cut like triangles?
With the crust cut off,
That'd be great.
we'll send a knife.
Thank you. Can it be a fancy knife? Yeah.
Do you have a clockwork knife?
We don't talk about the clockwork life, just like we don't talk about Contessa Mariana the First.
Also, what's your badger's name? Because he's very cute, and we've run into him a handful of times.
Oh yes, his name is Badger.
That's
Of course it is.
very original, Connie. You have an
Fitting
amazing imagination.
Says the fire ganassi named Ember.
Now all I want to
You
do
know-
is say
you
badger,
know
badger,
what?
badger.
Here, all right? Did anyone ask you to butt into this conversation? I thought you were drinking beer over there.
There's
Beer hasn't
Haven't
arrived
brought
yet.
the beer yet.
there's a knock at the door, and
I
a
need
guardsman
beer to
pops his
tolerate
head
all
in.
these people.
I understand you want me to be taking these people up to be where they're supposed to be, because you're staying tonight.
Roger, how's it going?
Steven! Wait,
We
Right?
called him Steve, but wasn't his name Roger?
or was his name
I don't
Roger
know.
and his
We called him Steve.
Oh.
Or we called him Roger, and his name was Steve. What?
Compatriot.
The-
Do you have
Hey,
beer?
our friend from earlier.
yeah.
High five.
I'm sure there'll be beer up there for y'all. Let's get you up there, and it's Steven.
Oh,
All right, Steven. Yeah,
yes.
of course. See, I told you.
Now,
it was
see,
Steven.
they
Why
call
don't
me
you guys ever
Roger,
listen
which
to me?
I go by. I'm fine with Roger too. It makes everybody happy, and it's and he's leading you down the hall towards some rooms. It's way better than just hey guard.
That
Which
that's true.
my last 4 jobs, I was just hey guard. So I mean,
there be
Roger's
food?
a step up on that. Can't complain. Did you find what you was looking for?
We did not. We
No.
got in a lot of trouble, Steven.
Ah.
But it's gonna be okay, because you know what? I really have a good feeling about Connie. I feel like, we're on the right path now, and
Oh, that
And-
would be an accomplishment for sure that you could tell your kids about, because nobody really ends up friends with Connie.
oh,
She don't get along
Ember
with
is
people
well on the
too
way.
well.
I feel like I'm bursting through barriers today, Steve. So
Okay. You're set up in a fairly nice suite. A couple of rooms. There's a bathroom attached. Hot water is brought up for you, as well as food and beer.
Excellent.
3 things I need:
You-
a bath, beer, and food.
You may absolutely go ahead and enjoy a full night's rest.
Bath, beer, and brunch.
Yes.
The 3 Bs.
The 3 Bs.
You don't need people, but if you have beer,
And you have a good bath, and
Mhm.
you have food.
that's a full life right there.
And
bad.
speaking of character sheets, there's a button at the top where you can click that where it says long rest. It'll reset everything, including resetting your hit points up to their max, which I believe I've now updated the initiative tracker to reflect.
Awesome.
I'll go ahead and get the monster off of there. I have to remember before next session to go into the actual database and update it. I should be able to remember that. And Linarius, as far as the other sword, while it was, the unenchanted enchanted, so it's going to just act as a regular short sword. So if you use paired short swords, you can just roll that same thing twice.
Sweet.
Unless you feel a need to sell it,
Right, cool.
which you could
I
do.
don't want to sell.
You might need to raise some money in the near future. We'll see what happens. And there's that. Let's see. Anyone trying anything crazy overnight that I should be aware of? Preferably something that's not going to involve splitting the party.
Not splitting the
I
party.
think so.
Yeah, it's like if you desperately feel a need to go off on your own and explore the castle, we can do that. But let's keep it brief so that everyone gets bored
Do
waiting.
we all have our own rooms?
Kinda
Or are they
sounded like we're
cramming
all in one
us
room.
like kind of cheap style and all in the same room?
Well, it's a suite with 2 bedrooms in it. So you're going to bunk with somebody. Which is still nicer accommodations than you
bunking
get in a typical inn where
Oh.
you're hostel
I
style.
could- I could take the couch. I
don't know.
want
Like
your
Shona
book.
kind of strikes me as like somebody who might snore.
Oh yeah.
I mean that
At
in
this
that
point-
like well-deserved rest, but also a barbarian. So like,
I do try to apologize before I sleep over with somebody the first time. You know, there's a lot of muttering. You know, if I've been reading a good book lately, it's just a little muttering in my sleep and some snoring. I'm not gonna lie.
just I could imagine. We're all drinking some beer. We're having some good food. Maybe there are conversations depending on who you are bugged with. So
Can I check the
I
room
don't
for
drink.
valuables?
Ooh, the corridor. We should check the corridor.
If you strip the room bare of common everyday items that have been made accessible to you, you can probably make about 2 gold if you sell it all.
And it's gonna be heavy to
2
carry.
gold?
But that'll be, I mean, you're talking about every bit of personal, like, you know, I mean,
I'm not sure they'll let us stay if we do this.
so
You're right. We do it at the end. It's like taking the towels on the last day of vacation. You just
Right.
take
And the
at the very
pillows.
end. Yeah, you
Those
jam
hotel pillows
everything
are the
you can.
best.
I just like
All
to
the little
preemptively
soaps.
say that before we leave, I'm just gonna follow Ember around and put back everything I can.
just
So
take it out
actually,
of
in
her
the
bag.
night,
Yeah.
once everybody is sleeping, can I take the little piece of pyrite that I found and stick it in Ember's bag?
Sure.
Cool.
You can sneak that to her.
Yeah.
That's a
I
nice
don't like
touch.
people enough to want to give it a gift, like give it like personally, but you know, it's shiny, it's sparkly.
But it's shiny, it's sparkly.
Ember seems to
That
like sparkly
works.
things. There you go.
That'll work.
Cool.
You can do that. And actually, I'm going to do this and put that back up.
I don't have to like roll to sneak or anything.
No,
do I?
no,
I
no,
don't think I'm
she's
very
out.
good at sneaking. All right, sweet. I've also probably had
Ember's
a lot of beer
not
at
a
that
graceful
point. Like,
sleeper either, just mouth open.
maybe Show and
Yeah.
Ember should bunk together. We'll bunk together.
all right.
Hey, if we do this right, we could have some weird mad poetry thing going on
That'll
where
be
I'm like,
good.
oh, no, and you're like,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's like jazz.
the scat stylings. Show and Ember.
For
First
the-
album due out soon.
Now, the bad news is Ember cannot steal anything tonight. Because someone in chat has redeemed no banned in-game action, swiper no swiping.
Cyber no swiping.
Just for
Wow,
tonight,
rejected.
though, right?
Yes.
That's okay, though.
Okay.
You get a sparkly little gift when you wake up.
Okay, it's fine.
didn't
I
even
won't
have to
steal the
swipe
soap.
You know, though, just to make this interesting, I would love it if Ember would roll me a perception check when she wakes up, stretches, and pulls on her stockings for the day and gets into her breeches and settles in to head out.
No.
Perception.
Yeah. And
Please be good. It's good.
Okay.
It's
No!
really good. It's a
No!
20. It's a
Are you
20.
kidding me? Damn it.
There's blue fingerprints.
I'm leaving like literally IRL, like I'm leaving like blue paint everywhere, so
so you do spot this odd bit as you're going through, like, oh, hey, when did I pick that up? And more than likely, Ember's probably going to assume she snagged it from somewhere and has simply forgotten picking it up.
Okay, wait. Can I sneak one of the glass eyeballs that I got from the trophies? A blue one. Can I sneak a blue glass eyeball into Mer's bag while she's not looking?
I want a glass.
Sure.
I want a glass eye.
Okay.
I think that's what? Sleight of hand?
Yeah, and it's real good, so
I-
hopefully this works out.
Yes.
Oh, it's amazing. A million. 22.
Oh, damn.
It's going to take her a week to find that. Okay.
Here's my blue eye.
When you wake up in the morning, there's a cheese tray out. Things are set up for you, so you can take care of what you need to take care of to get your day started.
Is there beer?
There's beer. And anything else that you would need to kind of get your day started. It's not rich.
Beer and cheese.
It's not amazing, but it is definitely sufficient to start a day. It's not like you're living on rations, but it's not high-end fare either. It's a good standard tavern meal would be the best equivalent. You're not living rough, but you're not living high.
Yeah. Do some morning exercises.
Yeah. The
Some
first
cheese.
name that you were given to inquire with is a gentleman named Yelarian. He's not hard to find. He's actually in one of the libraries currently doing some research. And it is not hard to track him down. When you do get there as a group, he's sitting at a table. He has several tomes in front of him, and he's making notes out of them.
I go behind him, clear our throat.
Just another and got it. Yes, how can I help you?
We'd like to talk to you about a book.
Oh, a book?
Book that you used for entry?
Oh, yes.
Player note. Actually, player question. Did we find out which books turned into which monsters?
They all turned into the same monster.
The same one. Okay.
Goopy
Yes.
McGoop face with the tentacles.
But were they
Right.
all the same book?
No.
No.
Oh.
Question.
Right, he's the first to go, yes, I was the one. I brought a copy of Mazfroth's Mighty Digressions.
Sorry, what?
I'm sorry, can you
Mazfroth's Mighty Digressions. Mazfroth. It was a collection on theories as to the source of magic.
Did you learn anything?
Find it.
Let's see. I bought it. As I knew I was coming here and I knew I needed a new book and I didn't want to give up the books I had. I bought it. Where was it? It was Dune something. Sand Dune Press? No, wasn't that.
Fracas.
The Dunes and the Deeds? No, that wasn't it either. It was something with Dune in it, but I was in Waterdeep before I came down here, and they have that wide open market called the Wide, and so I stopped in at a bookseller there and thought this would be a good book to offer up. It seemed unique enough. I was optimistic because I had never heard of it. It made for good reading in the evenings on my travels down. I'm still not entirely
What's
sure
it
I agree
about?
with it.
What do you mean?
Well, the entire essence of the book is on the nature of magic. And that magic is a result of a weave between different realities overseen by gods. And I've always been more of a believer that magic is a series of rules the same way every other rule. Like if something is heavy, it falls faster. That's a rule. And so magic seems to kind of
But
follow the
that's-
same things.
That's not a rule.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Everyone knows that.
But that's not true. Mass doesn't affect the rate of falling.
And how extensively
Sorry.
you studied.
That's just basic physics.
I mean,
Okay, the DM's
Out
going to
of
take a
character
moment
for
to
a
say,
second.
gosh, it's fun to watch
they're
Larry's
not
head
wrong.
break.
But I mean, have you seen the video of the feather and the hammer falling at the same pace on the moon?
It's
Gravity's
just,
a little more complicated.
it's not. It's not.
Oh, when you guys talk about this stuff, my brain hurts
But
so
my point- okay.
bad.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna
I
gotta
have
go
a
back
physics
to my, I'm
degree.
sorry.
Okay, so like that.
Wait, what? How have we never talked about this? Seriously?
Yeah, I have a physics degree, and I also have a master's.
Can we please have like a out of character happy hour because
Yeah.
y'all are so much cooler.
I'm so
And I
sorry.
realize
I
this
broke
like every
character.
single week.
I
I'm
couldn't-
like,
I was just like,
we
wait,
will be
so
friends. I gotta get back into my -1 wisdom character. So
hold on. Yeah, no, I gotta
everything
get.
I know
Oh wait,
about the world.
I'm so sorry.
No, my master's master's is in astrophysics. So I was like, wait, what?
There's a lot of science knowledge on the
No,
stream
I'm going
now.
back to
mine.
bards and beer. Let's go.
And we have two amazing artists that we could, if the five of us sat down, we could write an amazing intro physics textbook.
Yeah, seriously.
Like
You would make it
really,
pretty.
the five
You
of
know
us
what?
could make
Some,
something
like,
awesome.
Code in there.
But so
but
he
back to beer
he-
and apparently
I gotta be
books.
mad again. Hold on.
he takes
Yeah,
a few
I know,
moments
I gotta
to
forget how to read. So
he
you're good.
debates a bit about the nature before he goes, but that's not the point. The point is that magic follows similar rules. And it's understanding those rules that allows magic. At least that's my theory. I haven't actually practiced magic. I've simply studied people who've studied magic. Either way, it was an interesting digression and collection of essays on that topic.
Have you ever met anybody or studied anybody who was very good at curse breaking?
No.
Oh,
This person's kind of
useless.
I'm gonna lean over to Jensen. No, we got the curse breaking covered. This is the
By whom?
No. Remember, Connie's taking care of
My
it.
best friend Connie is
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
take care of
Oh,
it.
she's totally lying to us, guys.
Her
But okay.
BFF. No, we know where she keeps her bear.
Oh,
It's
she's
good.
my best friend.
was
I think
very
I
So why are
would
we
know.
wasting? Why are we wasting our time with this guy?
This is to figure out where the monster books came from.
Yeah, because she's only gonna help
He
us if
doesn't
we
know
solve the
anything.
monster book thing.
Oh,
No, I think
really?
she's already-
into that market.
No, she's
I
already
was
taking
zoned
care
out
of
playing with my essence goop.
it.
Right.
just
That
drinking my
is
morning
starting to
beer.
stink there. Yeah, it's
it's gonna be valuable.
yeah, It also is collecting.
I'm gonna
a lot of
sell it.
mint.
All right, can you describe the stall and the guy you bought it
Show's,
from, the
like,
person you
trying
bought
to
it
stay
from?
on task.
Gonna
Okay.
stay on task.
It's like herding cats.
Kind of.
One cat loves beer. One cat loves like arcane, bizarre things. The other cat loves really shiny things.
And one guy,
What was this guy's name again?
Oh wait, I got
Bob,
it.
I-
Yarian.
Frank.
Yularian.
Valerian.
Yularian. There, I think I finally got it.
All right, how do you spell that?
Yeah.
Y-A-L-E-I-O-N.
Oh my god, I messed that up.
I can't spell.
Ooh,
so
I was
I'll
pretty
let y'all
close.
Write that.
Yalarian.
Just what easy. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if this is harder than cats. But I'm having fun too. But yeah, that's what he has to say on the matter. You can continue to discuss with him if you'd like to.
I want to see how much information we can get as to what. Now, did you know it could turn into a monster? You know, it's
By gosh, no. I would never attempt to bring a book to the door and have it be anything less than what I said it was.
Can I see if he's lying to me?
Sure, roll insight.
Take the insight.
That's an insight check.
I'm just gonna go find. Is there like a cozy
Oh,
armchair
that's not
somewhere
good
where I
for
can
me.
Sort of sit
Can I,
and
Yeah.
can I do an insight as well? Since
I'm just
we're
gonna
paying
wait.
That's
attention,
not
they're
good for
arguing.
me.
Goes off for a little bit.
Oh, I got a -1. This isn't gonna be good.
The bard
I got
chills.
a 12.
Oh, I got 11.
As near as
I
you
don't
two
wanna
can
talk
I
tell,
have a -1.
as near as you
Sleeping
two
is way
can tell,
worse.
he is completely honest.
Yeah, I believe him. Member, what do you think? Could
Seems good to me.
All right.
You seem
all
like
right.
an honest man, sir.
How long are you here for? Doing your
I
studying?
think I should be done with my current collection of notes over the next 5 days. I'm guessing, maybe 6.
What are you studying here?
I am studying the art of education. It's my intention to take what I understand as the rules of the universe and create a system by which I can instruct others in them, and they can go on and continue to propagate our knowledge.
I'm already bored, so that must mean you're on the right track. All right, we'll see you later.
All right. Thank you for your time. I'm gonna slap him on the back. A little harder than I need to, just in case. Oh, by the way, you need that book over there. Walk off.
He glances over. Oh, he slides one off the table shelf. Well, this is an interesting theory then. Learning via doing. Well, that'll be interesting. I don't think it'll catch on.
You're welcome.
Is that a book?
Yes.
Can I have that book?
When I'm finished, I'm sure it'll be available to you.
Can I have it now?
Well,
Hi.
are you studying pedagogy at the moment?
I would like to do that. Yes.
Well, then pull up a chair.
Ugh. Jansen, this guy's a snooze fest. I don't know if we want to stick around here.
I don't get all of this hullabaloo about books. I've never read one. I don't know how.
I'm
and
gonna
it
just
doesn't-
pull
it does
out
not seem
a
worth it
bottle
to me.
of beer and hand it to Mir, and a bag of popcorn and
Thank
hand
you.
it to Ember. And
Cheers.
How long is Jansen going to indulge this guy before you take your leave of
I
him?
like it.
I'm gonna like corner
Question.
show and be like,
Question?
What's this deal with books? Like, why
Is-
why books?
Hold on a second. I gotta see what Linarius is up to, and then we'll ask about the books.
Is that book one of the books in the fortress, or is that one of this dude's books?
It's one of the. It belongs to the library.
Oh, then never mind. I'm gone. I'm out.
Right. Never mind. So if you're gonna
Yeah,
be
dude.
here a while,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
dude.
figure
I'm
out what this
sorry.
whole thing
I
about
just
books
I
is.
just wanted to give your book to somebody, but like I don't care anymore. So
So
are
once,
you channeling Ember? Born now.
once you surmise that this is a library book, you're done with him.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. And then Jesse, you have the floor for whatever you guys were plotting.
Oh no, it was just if Jansen was going to be indulging academic interests, I was going to ask Sho why everyone is so concerned about books. But if instead the books are not the focus of attention,
Nope.
we can move on.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go.
So are the... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, by all means, go.
Oh, I was just going to ask if the other two people with the books were in, but I'm sure that was also what you were going to say.
Yep.
Sorry.
The only other person that had brought a book into Candlekeep that had transformed, because one of the books the person has already left
Okay.
and made their way out into the world again, so they will be much more difficult to track down. The other person that you were told to track down is a knight by the name of Valor. She's not hard to find because she has been put to work to pay back the library for having misrepresented her gift.
Okay.
And you find her carrying up shingles and working on the roof of one of the cookhouses inside the keep itself. As you approach, you see that her armor is stacked neatly at the base of the ladder, and she's in a work shirt and breeches as she climbs up and down the ladder to work and take the shingles up, hammer them into place, come down and collect some more. She's not hard to find, as she is probably the first tiefling knight you've come across in your travels. And I would love to know your approach.
Milady.
And you
I'm just gonna stand here playing with my goop, and I'm not gonna pay her any attention.
you hear a kind of a shout, "Yeah, what?"
We just have a couple of questions about that book that you brought. We've been entrusted by my best friend Connie to, kind of investigate what happened.
When you say Connie, do you mean that little halfling that told me I had to spend 3 days pounding shingles in?
Yeah,
That's the one.
she's a hard pill to swallow, I know, but she really grows on you.
And she's
Not
your
really.
best friend.
Well,
No.
I mean, in a manner
With
of
varying
speaking.
definitions of best and friend being
Sure.
involved in this conversation.
She
We're
climbs.
kind of in the same boat as you, but investigating now.
She climbs down the ladder, and when she gets to the bottom, you know when someone comes down, you kind of like lower your gaze so that you're looking them in the eye. That doesn't happen here. You lower your gaze, and you're still looking up when she's
wow.
run out of ladder.
Oh,
And she turns and she looks at Ember. She looks at Shows. You? No. Looks at Show. You? No. She looks at Mir. You? What?
Do you have like books that turn into monsters or something?
That's what they said. What do you need?
Where'd you get the book from?
I would love if you could roll ahead and throw the die down. Give me that quick charisma check.
My strange charisma. You got it. Yeah. 18.
Nice.
She
We got our gruff charisma.
She completely connects with your lack of interest in the conversation.
Yes. Being disinterested pays off. All right.
Yeah. Bought it in Baldur's Gate.
Where in Baldur's Gate?
That stupid cesspool of noise and debauchery. They call it the Wide.
Yeah, the one with all like it's always swampy, like always,
Well, it just
and kind of smells.
it reeks of greed.
Yep. All right. I know where you're talking.
Wait, isn't the Wide the same place?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna ask.
Okay.
Did you pay a lot for it?
I paid enough, I think.
I'm sorry.
But I thought that was
Do
in
you want some
Waterdeep.
beer?
Rob misspoke earlier. It's Baldur's Gate.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
so they bought it
was
at the
very
same
confused.
place.
They bought it at the
Okay,
same
okay,
place.
okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Rob,
Waterdeep.
Rob's got Waterdeep on the brain because that's what he updated
Well, that
his
could have been
background
very
to.
cool if the market went to different towns and that's where
No,
people went. It was
no,
the same
it's-
market.
both of them are in
It's a
Baldur's Gate.
transplanal market. No.
Cool.
Cool. Thanks.
Anything else?
You want beer?
Do you remember the name of the person who sold it to you? I say, like, going over Mir's shoulder.
she just puts a hand up. Just,
Oh.
yes, but not until I've done my work on the day. Last thing I need is to be drunk on a roof swinging a hammer.
Oh, this beer won't get you drunk. Trust me, it's not that
Then
good.
what's the damn point?
Fair enough.
I like this person very much.
I like this person a lot too.
Yeah.
Do you need help with your work?
That's what I was gonna offer. I can bring some stuff up there.
We have muscles.
I'm a great supervisor.
No, I'm the one that violated the tenets of the castle. I'm the one that will do my time.
So did we, and
Respect.
we're doing ours. So thank you.
Mine involves less walking.
No, yours
Ours
involves
is more
less
fun.
people. So I'd trade if I could.
Mirror and Valor? Yeah, they seem to be connecting very well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Ember and just under my breath go, "You found a friend."
No, it's so sweet.
Like she's leaving the
Hey.
nest.
I can connect with other humans. All right, no. Yes, none of us are humans, but never mind.
No, I'm sorry. Creatures.
Cool.
The,
All right.
The
Thanks.
third book has been dispatched by who knows, but you have something to go on. At the
I have
very
a
least.
question for Connie.
Yeah, let's
wonder-
go to this market thing.
Yeah.
I've been there. It's really smelly, and they have very bad beer. So
To be fair, where's the one place that has good beer? Because I'm guessing, in my limited experience, most don't have great beer. Most have tolerable beer.
you want to know where you get the best beer?
Where do we get the best beer?
Monasteries.
Oh, I've heard that. I think it's because they don't have anything else to do.
I mean, Jansen can answer you there, but the monastery beers
mean-
I've had, Abbey ales.
It's good stuff.
I don't drink, and the monastery peeps, like, they're okay with me, but I'm not sure they want me back.
There's also so many shiny artifacts in a monastery.
Well, usually in the chapel attached to the monastery, but you're not wrong.
All right, so what are we doing?
I have one question. I don't know if Connie can answer it or not. I'm
Yeah, you can
wondering
find
if
her
there's.
office.
I'm wondering if there's something about being in the library that made them transform into monsters, or if they were like a trap that was set.
Well, it
Because
seems
they
like,
didn't turn into monsters when they were carrying them
yeah.
or reading them.
And they all have come from, I'm willing to bet if we tracked that third person down, it would have came from somewhere in the Wide in Baldur's Gate, which we didn't get like a shop name. The Wide is just the name of like the market, right?
Yeah, you know, it's this why. Well, actually, I don't know. I was sorry. My thing is like sidebar. Mir's supposed to be like super far traveled, and then I just realized, I mean, I know of Baldur's Gate being, I think, a game. So I probably should open my mouth and start to describe something that me as a person don't actually know about. But
Go for
I
it.
was
We'll
going to
correct you.
Okay, cool. I was gonna like just be kind of like, yeah, I've been there. It's gross and whatever, and I walked through it. And you can buy books at this or that place, but I focused on the food and the beer. So maybe I don't know where you can get books, because I don't know why one would buy strange paper-bound things that seem to just rot or get wet and be useless. But I can show you where you can get the best legs of various terrestrial creatures roasted.
And Mir would also share that the
tasty.
wide is known as like the general, like if you want it, you can find somebody selling it in the wide. It is in the upper city, but it is two exits down from the thick, conveniently located next to the girthy. Okay, we'll take it.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
That'll
The
work.
only thing we didn't ask that I just realized, we didn't ask her the name of the book.
Oh.
Nope, you didn't.
Crap.
You can
Right.
go.
Names.
She's not hard to find. You can go back,
I can
Here.
run back real
or
quick.
you could just as a freebie, having remembered it. The book that she brought in was called The Dark Hunger.
That feeling.
A series of notes about a powerful yet inscrutable entity that lives among the stars.
It's a lot of about the stars, isn't it? Was the last one about the stars, or was that the person who got lost for 70 years? I'm
The
thinking
last
about.
one was the essence of magic, and
Yep.
wasn't it about planar travel and stuff?
Mazfroth's Mighty
academic
Digressions, the name
prattle.
of the adventure.
I wonder if this has to do with Connie's the Von Cogs
Stars.
product, the second.
Stars are good for telling where you are, but I don't know why you'd travel to them.
Maybe there's good beer on one of
Curiosity.
them.
What if words?
Words are hard.
Oh.
They are.
What if this is a message from Connie the second?
Oh.
Did you want to speak with Connie before you headed out, or?
I just wanted to. What do you folks think? Do you think we should ask her if they've checked to see if it was something about being in the library, or if it was a book trap that was activated in here?
Yes.
What if the realms are the portals, the planets? So they were both right. Because remember they were like, "Where's the planets?" And the other was like realms. Like, what if the realms are planets? Stars. It's like it's a
If the stars
portal.
were planets and those were different realms, and they're all just three different words for the same thing.
My
That-
brain is hurting. Mir, can you please pass me some of that beer?
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's yeah. It could be, but there we travel. Okay, there was a book on this that I looked at a couple of years ago. It's planar travel, but we know that we can travel in this world, makeup and stuff. We can travel to different planes because that's essentially what we did with the mansion, right?
What if the mansion was on another planet?
Deep.
So,
I think I'm gonna need more beer.
questions for Connie before you head out, or anyone for that matter.
What? Sorry. Wait,
No.
wait, Molly, seriously?
What? Yeah, I have a +4. I'm just playing dumb. I'm just playing dumb.
I'm sorry, I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
I am
So for those that are
here
curious
for
what the
that.
hysterical
I have a
laughter
+1
is
in intelligence.
all about.
But a -1 in wisdom.
I just like to
So-
make Mir feel better about
Oh, that's so sweet.
If you would like to be in on this particular joke and you haven't yet discovered it yet, there is an overlay on the stream that you can pull open, which will give you an opportunity to peek at the character sheets for everyone playing tonight. I think. I keep getting, there it goes. Yeah, and then you can go ahead and you can check out Ember's intelligence, and then you'll be in on the joke. Just saying. So. Oh, and speaking of which, tonight's a great night too. If you haven't redeemed, if you want to do it, there's another panel attached which lets you contribute an NPC for the party to interact with.
Ooh.
So feel free to, if you want to be creative and throw something into the game and watch the DM desperately try to
that's
weave
really
it into the
cool.
story, that is an option. He said, thinking he knows how to work it. Maybe.
So we're about to leave Connie, right?
Yes.
Can I just like take my sword and like lay it flat and just kind of like bop her, just like gently, just be like, boop.
Well, let me ask my question first.
Get that question
Oh, I
first.
didn't know you had a question.
Well, I wanted to know, Connie, if anybody has checked to see if those books were actually traps set to detonate once in the library. Because these people read them, they traveled with them, they bought them, and they didn't turn into monsters. So what made them turn into monsters? Was it being here? Was it something about the library? Was it a trap that was set to go off here, which means this was very meticulously planned, and perhaps Valor has done her time? And also, have you checked out the names of these books? I don't know what the name of the first book was, but the second one and the third one deal with, you know, the essence of magic and planes and gods, and the third one is dealing with traveling to the stars. It sounds very similar to your story about Connie the Second. Just saying.
A little bit. I suppose you're not completely wrong on that point. The third book was about a dwarf king.
Oh, that's a little
It was
offbeat.
the fallen Theamar. So I don't think that would be it. As to were they sent here as an attack upon the keep, I feel as though that's the kind of thing that people who are investigating the books would want to find out the answer to.
Connie. One of the
Yes.
first lines of investigation would be to check with the people who are expert in this kind of thing, which theoretically you have at least one of on your staff.
Well, all we know is they were brought into the keep, and a short time later they turned into monsters.
Then that would be a good way to respond instead of, you should be doing this. Of course we should be doing this. We're doing it.
Ready to go yet?
Yes. Poke the bear. Let's get out of here.
I like the bear.
I like the bear too.
I'm gonna boop his snoot.
There you go.
He seems like a very good boy.
He is.
Good bear. Good owl. Good badger.
And
Just don't badger her too
is
much.
Jansen going to do the head boop?
Oh, she was nice. I'll leave it at that.
Do it. Do it.
Boop. Okay, I boop her. I boop her. But I say ooh as I do it in like a really like emo-y voice. I'm like bippity boppity boop.
Amazing.
Adventurers are so
You're
hard
part
to
of the
work with.
crew, Connie. Don't ever forget it. As I'm leaving, just
Are you the last one out of the room?
yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Finger guns.
Because I'm just gonna storm out. I'm done.
You're good.
Tried.
All right. And we will, from there, you set out on the road to Baldur's Gate. It is a long journey,
Oh,
by which I mean we're talking 5 days.
We ran out of beer.
Depends on how well you packed.
Packed as much in my pack as I could.
Who
there-
needs extra underwear when you can have more beer?
ooh.
Everybody, I don't think they're mutually exclusive. I'm just gonna say that.
it sounds like someone's
you
packing
wrap the
for a con.
underwear around the beer.
Oh, comes.
That pre-pandemic thing that once happened.
They're coming back. They're coming back. Just
There.
keep marking our time wearing our masks.
Can we
Ooh,
like
other
borrow
human-
a cart from the library or a
Good
horse?
question.
Horse,
Ruh-roh.
no, but they could loan you a cart if you were thinking one person drive. And no, you can have those points back, dude. I'm not doing that to them.
Oh, come on. That's harsh.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate
Uh-uh.
is
That's
not
like
Dry
all-
County.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's no way.
Well, I mean, okay.
If it is now, it's
Beer
not gonna be
would
when we
die.
get there.
Isn't it just for
Yeah.
5 minutes? It's just for
Yeah,
5
I'll throw those back.
minutes.
What I do want to
Okay,
do,
maybe for 5 minutes, Mir can have
as you
beer.
get
In
settled,
which case, the misanthropy.
no kidding, as you get settled into the cart that you have borrowed for the journey, the horse is not exactly the greatest. I would love to take a 5-minute water refresh.
Cool.
Give everyone a chance to kind of stretch. Thank everybody again for their support so far tonight, and to TC for the new follow. And it's great to having everybody here. We're going to just take a quick 5, kind of stretch, get some blood back in our butts, and we'll be back here to see what happens on the road to Baldur's Gate.
Road trip!
Road trip! We'll see y'all back here in a couple. Okay, we're back. Hopefully everyone is rehydrated or dehydrated, depending on what your needs were. And we'll see how things go from here. Welcome back to everyone that's still with us. When we last left our intrepid heroes, they had just set out on horse and cart for the metropolis known to every gamer from the 90s, Baldur's Gate. The travel takes you several days. As you make your way along, there are way stations, taverns you can stay in, hostels you can rent a bed in, opportunities to get some food so you don't necessarily have to hunt and gather your whole way there, although that's absolutely an option. There's no reason not to, if that is your inclination. As you start off on your 5th day, you know you are starting to get into the outlying farms that support Baldur's Gate. Periodically you'll pass more and more. Suburb is the wrong word. Mini settlements. A cottage perhaps dedicated for some craft. Other people who've built houses near it. And then a stretch for another half an hour of travel where there's nothing. And then there's a small farm, perhaps maybe a windmill or two. The road takes a significant turn in and around a series of large rock outcroppings. And as the wagon turns to the left past one of these rock outcroppings, you notice a man blocking the road in front of you. And he's simply standing with his arms crossed, dead center of the road, staring down your horse.
Feels kind of ambushy. Can I look to see from the top of the cart? Like, can I look around to see if I see any other people in the sides of the road hiding?
You can absolutely give me a perception check. I would also greatly appreciate it if I could find out where everyone is at this moment, relative to the cart, the driver's seat, walking alongside.
I'm in the cart, like probably half asleep.
Probably
Either
walking along
walking-
beside.
playing around with my musical instrument or drinking beer.
So Mir's in the cart.
walking alongside, kicking some
Jansen's
rocks.
walking alongside.
mumbling with my demons.
I can be walking alongside or driving a cart.
Librarian should drive.
Yeah.
I'm just
drive.
sitting next to Show.
Okay. So basically, you all borrowed a cart so that Mir didn't have to walk.
Well,
I
we
mean,
all
I
take
didn't
in
want to
turns,
walk
probably.
either.
At this point, Jensen's the only one walking, and I think it's so they have privacy with their demons.
Yeah,
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I like my privacy.
Okay, the perception check was a 16. You definitely do not spot any other people in the area. There weren't, and you, as you are coming up around the boulders and such, there were no signs of people having walked through here recently. I'm going to make a quick check on something. Just... There it is. Let's give that a quick roll and see what that looks like. Pink. Okay. There were definite signs of animals having been through the area as you were coming around. So they're
What kind of animals?
you'd have to get down and actually investigate their footprints, which I mean
I would
you're,
like to do that.
you're welcome to do right here, right now.
Well, we pulled to a stop in front
You
of
pull
this
this
guy,
stop and
probably,
immediately
so...
Jensen. This is very in character. There's a person there to talk to, and Jensen's going to go poke around in the mud.
Yeah.
Hello there?
Unfazed by that. Give me a survival.
I don't have any idea what role that is.
I'm not entirely sure. I want to take a quick peek before I commit to it.
it.
Survival sounds reasonable.
For whom?
I will
Uh,
let
for
other people,
Jansen.
perhaps. Okay, good.
Or, yeah, that would make a good one to try to make out the prince. Animals. Probably wolf-sized. Beyond that, it could be a wolf. It could be a small horse.
Oh no.
Could be deer. They're about the size of a wolf,
I-
though.
I want to investigate.
Okay. So while you're doing that, show what's up.
I'm going to investigate this guy. Hello there! It's a funny greeting for new travelers. Stand in the middle of the road and risk getting
Hello.
killed.
I hope to not detain you in your journeys. You are bound for the mighty metropolis of Baldur's Gate, and you should absolutely, 4 amazing individuals as yourselves with that fine stallion pulling that wagon, should arrive unmolested. An opportunity I will present to you here on the open road. For a small fee of 75 gold, I can guarantee that you will not be fallen by any form of waylaying or endangerment.
For a
that
fee
a
of nothing.
Right now.
Is that a threat, sir?
Would you
as
like
I
to pay
pull
me
the
75
crossbow?
gold to make sure that you don't end up unmolested
Whoa,
by weapons?
Whoa, slow down. We don't need to be taking out weapons. This is not a threat.
I like weapons. I don't like you.
This is a business opportunity.
Yeah,
Sounds
no, we're
like
good, thanks.
perhaps
Cool.
we are not your
Bye.
audience.
Yep, bye.
I think maybe you should
Duck.
think about the opportunity to pay us
Whoa,
for your safety right now, sir.
You're not just going to
Exactly.
shoot a man on the open road, are you?
Seems like
Not
that's
if
what
he
you were
moves out of the
threatening
way
me
of the
with.
horse.
How much beer do you have?
I don't have beer. I'm simply here to offer an opportunity.
Yep, this person has no worth.
What's the opportunity?
The opportunity is to arrive unmolested in the metropolis of Baldur's Gate, to which you are obviously going in fine condition and well equipped. I would hate for you to expend any ammunition on the road, which is why for a simple 50
Swords don't
gold
have
pieces,
ammunition.
you can pass easily.
And
So
what,
where are they?
Yeah, what exactly would you be providing for 75
No,
gold?
50 gold. You misheard me. For
I'm going to
a
get
mere-
down from the cart
Can we rob him?
and
Yeah.
I'm going to walk over to
Yeah.
him and I'm going to pick him up and turn him upside down and shake him, see what comes out.
And I would like
Yes.
to collect the things
And then-
that fall.
I'm going to put him to the side of the road.
As you walk up and you put your hands on either side of him, he sort of looks at you and you're eye to eye. And then you're not eye to eye because he's getting taller. His nose elongates out away from his face,
Oh.
and his arms take on a heavy furry quality as rounded ears
go.
appear up on the sides of his head, and his
Doggy.
rat-like face snarls at you. I gave
I'm
you a
s-
chance to resolve this without violence.
I'm
We
so
like
over
violence.
digging in the
Yeah,
dirt.
I
Correct.
like violence.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
Violence
Fire
is
a
no
crossbow.
money.
Time.
I'm gonna go ahead. Time out.
No, for you, yes, take. They've all had a chance. What's Jansen up to?
I'm gonna go ahead because I've been kind of eavesdropping to what's going on while I'm digging around in the paw prints.
I wouldn't call this eavesdropping. You were just listening to a loud conversation.
Yeah, we're screaming.
Yeah. So while he is engaged with them,
Yep.
okay, I'm going to pull out my bow and I'm going to shoot it at him and then immediately pick out my short sword and throw it at him.
That'll be an amazing maneuver in 5 levels.
Oh man!
Which, by the way, if you are playing the Wednesday night D&D drinking game, that is a sign that, once again, you do need to take a shot.
Dang
Have
it!
a shot of anything. I have beer.
I don't drink alcohol. I
As-
have
I'm very
water.
in character tonight.
That's on our list. It's throw the book at him, take a shot. That'll be great in 5 levels. Take a shot.
Yes.
Okay, well, can I at least do my
yeah, you can.
bow and arrow?
But before you do that, I would much prefer you to give me a quick perception check.
I can do that.
That will be a much better use of your time.
You would think.
Uh-oh.
And it's a +4. Oh god.
Okay. Then
Oh, dear.
from your point of view, this is definitely the best thing you should do. It should not be deal with the 3 giant rats attacking you from the rear.
Wait, we gotta re-roll.
Oh.
Jansen! Stop staring at the dirt!
Knox jumped up for that one. Got you covered.
13.
Oh,
That would be enough to notice that there are 3 giant rats who have come around the backside of the outcropping that are coming up on the rear of the wagon.
3.
3.
Okay, I instead of doing my bow and arrow at the so I can't. Oh man,
just wrap
I
them. You
can't-
got this.
can't,
You have 2 swords.
Got it.
can I throw my? Can I still throw a sword? Can I throw a sword?
If you throw a sword, you
Shish
won't
kebab.
have 2 swords anymore, though.
Couldn't I go pick it up later?
Yeah, you just won't have it mid-combat.
That's okay. I want to throw my sword at the weird nose guy, and then take my other sword, crouch down into a spin attack on the rats.
People are going to get drunk at this rate.
Come
I
on!
mean, Mir's been there for days. We're good.
Okay.
Mir has found their happy place.
Let Lenarius have the surprise shot. And so go ahead and make your attack roll with the thrown sword. And
no.
at the moment
that
it is
sound.
arcing straight past him.
Oh,
You could, it would be pretty dramatic. Do you want to re-roll it?
Yeah. Let's re-roll that.
yeah,
Okay.
do it.
She grabs her d20. She throws it onto the table. She gets a
16?
16. Okay, give me a damage roll on it. Let me check.
We're having dinner tonight.
4.
4. Okay. So, here's what happens. This is actually perfect before you get to roll initiative. You pull back and you fling the sword, and as the sword is flying, you let out a high-pitched scream, that channeling sound that you make when you attack. And Sho knows this sound. So the second Sho hears it, she immediately drops to a knee because she knows something is coming flying at her. It might be a weapon. It might be Olive Jansen. Who knows? All you know is you need to duck. So you do. And the sword goes right into the creature's shoulder. He looks down at it, pulls it out, and just drops it. Those weapons won't work on me, kids. You should have paid me. Now let's roll initiative.
Come on,
Uh-oh.
dice. Come on, dice.
All of us?
Oh, everybody's in combat.
Life.
Whoo, doggy.
Hate
Oh, yeah.
everything.
20.
Nice.
Listen, this is some monk magic time. I rolled an 8, as usual. I think I rolled, like,
Well, you'll roll much better on your attacks.
Yeah.
there we go. Time to bring out
I'm
the
hoping.
magic.
The attacks are going to be way better than this.
I hope
These
so.
are just initiative. So Sho comes in at 4. Jansen's at 20. Ember's at 16. Mir is at 8. And RJ, welcome aboard. There's a lot more fate thrown into the book, so you have plenty of rerolls at your disposal. You're still actually
Thank
working
you.
off last week's twists. Just so you know. Okay.
We're probably gonna need it for this fight because there's 4
4.
of these rat things.
There
There's
are
like boss rat and then 3 mini rats, right?
that would be a good way to describe it. What you as you pull up your weapons and take stock. There's the rat man standing and glowering at you as he pulls a short sword and hand crossbow out from under. Okay.
That's really clever.
I will let the players decide. For the next 5 minutes, do you have to re-roll anything less than a 10?
Yes.
Wait, does that
I
take
love
our
it.
stuff away,
It's
though?
going to be burning through your twists of fate, though.
Ooh.
I'll let you decide. Do you want to take that on yourselves?
We're pretty much going to be rolling to hit or rolling to do damage.
So I'll take that for rolling for 5 minutes just to roll to hit. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kinda like
cool.
that.
Shot.
Let's go.
So if you
with
roll
it.
under
We
a
got
10,
lots
you
of fate.
have to burn some fate to twist it up.
But
Okay.
just for the initial hit, right?
Right.
Not for damage.
Not for
'cause I don't
damage.
have anything that can.
Can do over 10.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think so.
not for damage for
Okay.
sure.
Cool. We got you.
Sure.
You have
Let's take
plenty of points for this. Let's do it. And we'll see how this goes. So you have the man standing in front of you who is now like a giant human rat.
Like 7 feet?
Give or take. And then you have 3 giant rats. So like they look like rats. They've got the pointed snout of a rat. They're on all fours as a rat. They have the tails of a rat. They're just the size of like a small wolf.
Where rat? There rat.
So
Thank you for that nudge, by the way. I tend to forget to get
boss.
my water in.
We should all hydrate.
We should all hydrate.
Oh, right.
Done. And one of those rats. Oop, I'm going to have to get the initiative table up on the board here. I have to turn off the chat for that, but so we can see who's going up. One of the rats is going to immediately come charging in and is going to start napping at the horse's legs,
Napping?
like biting at them.
Oh, right, right.
And the horse, unless someone plans to do something, it will leave at the end of this turn.
Okay.
It will
Let's
will
go.
take off.
I never
Let's
got a chance to
defend.
get out of the cart, right? Can I like
Yeah, me
grab the
either.
reins?
Well, that,
Yeah.
on your action.
Oh.
Yep. But just so you know, if we get it back up to giant rat number 2, without someone managing the horse and cart, it's going to take off.
Okay.
Jansen's up.
What's going on?
There's a rat
We're
attacking
now
your
initiative.
horse. 2 more rats are coming up behind your caravan. One of them's like practically on top of you. And the big rat man is standing over Shona looking like he's ready to, stab her.
And you just threw your sword at him and it did not phase him.
It did not phase
Okay.
him.
He said those weapons won't work and dropped your sword.
Okay, just give me a second to let me think about this.
Mhm.
What I think we should do is this. I am going to stand there for a second, and then I'm going to scream in my elfish scream, so it's like ear-piercing scream, and I'm going to yell at all 3 of them to jump when I say jump. And I'm going to run, and I'm going to jump on the horse, and I'm going to yeah, and I'm going to tell them to jump on the cart. We take off.
When you say them, do you mean the party?
Party.
My
Members.
3 companions.
Okay. I am going to need...
Oh, God.
Do we want to run though?
We just need to regroup.
I
and
like
talk.
stabbing.
Our weapons don't work.
I've got magic.
I think the magic weapons might work. That one wasn't a magic weapon.
And I got something up my sleeve.
Well,
I think
okay.
we all
You
got
jump
round
up on the
2
horse and get
eventually.
under control. Go ahead and give me a quick animal handling as you scream for everyone to get the F out of Dodge, which is, to be fair, not a bad gut reaction in the moment.
Nope.
9.
You got to re-roll it.
It's under 10. So.
You got this.
7.
Got to re-roll it.
Oh,
11.
no! Oh,
Got to re-roll it. You rolled a 9.
Oh, crap.
no! Come on.
15.
Boom.
Huzzah!
The horse is now completely under control, and you can do whatever you want going forward.
Okay, I'm on the horse. I'm sitting on the horse, correct?
Oh, I guess I should have put a timer on it.
You trample things?
Do I have the timer set to show on the stream? I don't. I'm sorry. I don't have that set up yet.
So you suggested we all jump on when you jump
A
on the horse and then we
singular
all get on the
horse.
cart, right?
Or no, the
Yeah,
cart.
but-
Okay.
But I don't wanna. So
Let's say we could try that and get ahead, and they'll chase us, I think. So we just pick a
I
spot.
mean,
I guess I'll. Oh, I'm close to my sword now, right? Because I'm on the horse.
You could scoop your sword up as you climb, as you
Yeah,
run up there.
Nice.
I'm gonna scoop my sword and sheath them. Pull
Okay.
out my short bow while I'm on the horse
And be ready.
and aim
And be ready.
at the. Huh?
And to be ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you got the horse under control. It's Ember's turn.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Remember.
I am like sitting like shotgun in the cart.
Yep.
Can I like flip back into like the back part of the cart and hide?
Yes, you can.
Okay, good. And then I would like to sneak attack.
Yes, you can. If
Okay.
you're attacking the guy.
The big guy.
The
The
rats
big guy, yeah.
are completely, they're on either side of the cart, starting to climb up onto it. And there's the one the horse is now kind of half stomping on under Jensen's direction.
That's fine. Does the horse get to have a turn?
It's not that good.
Stompy on the rats?
Yeah.
Come
Stompy.
on.
Yeah, okay. So go ahead and make your attack roll against the guy thing.
Oh,
The guy
that's...
thing.
Oh, it's a 5. Don't we have to re-roll
You have to re-roll
everything?
it.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, this is better because it's a +4, so I just made it 10?
Nope. You have to roll a 10.
You have to roll
Oh,
it.
shoot. Okay.
Oh.
This is not good. Please stay. Okay, 13.
That's a hit.
13 natural roll plus a 4. Okay.
That's like a 7. No, that's totally going to hit him. Roll damage.
And sneak attack. Are
Okay.
you kidding? A 1?
Oh.
All right, but I get my
I say
sneak.
use a re-roll for that.
I
That's
wouldn't.
ridiculous.
I would advise against
No?
using the reroll.
I
Okay,
don't
alright,
think
no,
that this is
no.
going to affect him because it's not magical.
He is
shoot, good
completely unfazed
Mm.
by the air. The arrow just hits him in the arm, and it's like he doesn't even look down at it.
Shoot.
He gets an action. He looks a lot more intimidating than that graphic shows, just for the record. But that's what Hero Forge gave me for this.
He looks like he's from the Great Mouse Detective.
They end up being really cute, and I don't like that.
I can't unsee.
And since he's right there, and Sho had like grabbed him, he's just gonna grab her back and take a chunk out of her shoulder, or try to at least. Oh. Okay, well that'll be interesting. He connects for 6 damage. And I need you to roll me a Constitution save.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm on the wrong screen.
Now, the good news is the timer's still running, so this should go well for you.
17.
17. Okay. I will make a note that you rolled a 17 on this con save. And that is, he gets one more action. He's going to take a shot at Ember because he's mad at her. He knows where the shot came from. So he pushes off of Sho, spins around, and fires a shot with his hand crossbow at the cart.
Oh. But
No,
do I get any cover from being...
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Can I provide cover?
You get... Sure, roll me an acrobatics check.
Alrighty. Oh no.
Why not?
Oh, +3. Let's go.
Why not? I can.
Oh, well,
I'm
I hate these dice.
happy to let
I
you
have to
get-
re-roll because it's not a 10. All right, hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ. There we go. 19.
okay.
Can I take an arrow?
You can take an arrow for Ember.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
You see the shot flying towards the Okay. That'll be interesting to bring in here shortly.
Oh no.
No, I just glanced over for the first time at the NPC maker, and someone has contributed a character for you to interact with.
Oh, excellent.
And I can't wait to bring them in later. It'll be a bit.
no.
We have to get through this combat and get them into town. But that's I see it. It's on the queue, as it were. You absolutely do take the hit for
Ember?
Ember, and so you're going to take 3 damage
Okie dokie.
as the arrow lodges into your hip. No, actually, you dove in front. It's going to lodge in your shoulder.
That's
Oh,
fine.
Well,
my
I stopped it.
you have
but I
less
got
hit
it.
points than me.
It's fine.
But it's heroic and it's cool.
Exactly.
It's
It
awesome.
did look cool.
Mir
did
doesn't think
look
before
cool.
they act. It's fine.
The first rat's going to crawl up onto the wagon and play with Ember to no effect. And the second one's going to do the same thing. And it is going to mess with Ember
Oh.
to the tune of a whopping 5 damage.
Oh.
What?
You were feeling left out, weren't you?
Ooh.
But the good news now it's Mir's action.
All right. So,
So,
for my bonus action,
Mhm.
I will use my bardic inspiration
mhm.
to inspire Show to be more barbarian-esque.
Okay.
Oh, I'm on that.
Yep. All right. Now, so I am in the wagon, and if it is all right with you, actually, let me ask. So we have Mushika and 3 giant rats.
Correct.
Are they on the ground?
2 rats are in the wagon now with Ember. 1 rat is below the horse, and the Mushika is out in front of you.
Can I jump out of the wagon and use my earth tremor?
Sure. That will be, a move action to jump down, and then a casting action.
Okay.
No problem.
So what do I click for this? Cast first and then the effect, or it doesn't seem like there's a button to hit.
Because there isn't one.
Oh.
You can't miss. Each creature other than you in the area must make a dex save. And so that would apply to, that all you do is just do it. And if they, on a failed save, they take a d6 damage and they are knocked prone. So go ahead and just click the damage so that anyone who fails their save takes the damage and they fall to the ground.
Come on, game.
Do I need
That's
to
what
make
I'm
a dex
talking
save
about.
too?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
What? She's in the cart, isn't she?
No, I'm on the
So,
ground.
She's out talking to the guy.
Oh, no,
Remember, she walked up to
no.
him and said, "You're going to move?"
No, crap. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I made it.
She made it.
Phew.
I rolled an 18. We're good.
You made it. Yeah, she's
Okay.
fine. Don't worry about
She's
it.
a librarian barbarian. She's
It's cool.
fine.
That was
Yeah.
nice. I
Her
didn't know you
feet.
could do that.
She's
Yeah.
got her sea legs. All right. I rolled a 6 for damage.
Let me double check the spell effect just so I'm sure I'm aware of it.
So 1d6. So
The
I did
one
max it out.
d6. Okay, so the rat.
Is the timer up?
Timer is up. The rat underneath the wagon, actually is tossed around enough that it has been dispatched. So you
Peace
are
out,
down
rat.
1.
Your dinner. All
The
right.
the rat man opposite you does the exact same thing that Sho does. He shifts his stance and bends his knees and rides the wave out. Just 100 gold and you cut a pass without incident.
The price keeps getting higher.
I say we cut
This keeps
this down
changing. A
to
minute ago it was 50. Guy can't
Let's
keep
go,
up with mine.
Show. You are inspired.
And I would also like to rage.
Yeah.
So I would like to
Yes.
rage. How do I deal with the inspiration, the rage, and then of
Well, the
course,
inspiration lets you add 1d6 to any follow-up roll that you make.
Okay.
So you can apply it to your attack roll. You can apply it, I believe, to a damage roll.
Cool.
I know you can apply it to skill checks, to ability checks, attack rolls, or savings throw.
Okay. And I will freely admit I will totally forget that and ask you the exact same question again in a minute. So I want to rage. I want to pull out my flail, and I will go after the big guy. And I don't think the hand axe is going to work. but it's always nice to have two-handed weapons. So I'm gonna pull up the flail and the hand axe and go after him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me that D20 roll.
Okay, so the flail's first
Come
for a 20.
That will connect.
Smash.
And then that damage is 8. And then what does the D6 go to? Does it...
A D20 roll. So attacks, saving throws, and ability checks.
Okay.
So if you
I
had
didn't add it
missed,
to the
you
first
could have
one,
burned that D6 to add on to it.
Okay. So now for the hand axe.
8 damage.
13. So does that hit or does that miss?
That's going to hit,
Sweet.
but it has like no appreciable effect on him. Like the axe cuts right through his leg, and as it comes up on the other side, he just sort of like looks down at you.
Oh, he just heals up?
Yeah.
Should
Alright.
she use the 1d6 on that then?
She hit, so she doesn't need to add
So
anything to
no.
get the hit.
Okay.
Now the rage, did you get the bonus damage from that?
I'm not sure.
I think you're supposed to get bonus damage on your rage, ain't you?
Yeah, it's...
Plus 2 damage.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and add that on there too, because that counts.
Yeah.
As you batter him in fury.
Okay. And then... So my bonus action was the 2-weapon fighting. I'm trying to think if I can do something else. Second.
She's getting coached. And it's going to be Jansen's up next.
Now, or am I still waiting?
Start
I just
thinking.
said the same thing.
Okay, as soon as
Plus
she's
2
done with her
when
turn.
raging.
You good to go?
I was trying to think if there's something. Can I move into him to just kind of push him out of the way from the cart too, or no?
That would be a separate attack.
That would be a different attack. Okay. I don't think I can do anything else, so I guess I'll call it.
Okay. Let's see. That rat's dead. Let me get him off the board. And that makes it Jansen's turn.
Well, I have no magical weapons, and my only magic thing that I can do is teleport like 2 feet from one place to another.
There are the
Do you
two
not have
rats
the-
that are eating Ember as we speak.
Inside of
shoot.
the cart.
I should have dashed to Ember. Dang it. Oh well. Take this guy.
I'm okay.
Yep.
Well, how close am I to this eating of Ember?
She's in the cart behind you. You're on the horse. You can just jump up on the back of the horse and jump into the cart.
Okay, but is that an action?
That's a move. You still get your regular attack action.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm really close to these rats.
Yes.
Okay,
It's like the back of a flatbed
Swords?
cart. Yep.
stabby!
Okay. You can make you can do an attack
Very
and an offhand
monk-like.
attack.
Zen.
Zen.
Stabby!
Center, stab.
Exactly. Okay,
Stabbing in
What?
the center is a good plan.
15 for the first one.
Okay.
Ooh. And 9 for the.
That ain't gonna hit the second one.
No. Okay.
Yeah. Give me damage for the first, which is probably
5.
All right. It's still kicking.
Can I use one of my key things?
Yeah.
Or is it too late?
Nope. Totally pop that. You are release the flurry of blows on them now.
Yes, I do. I would love to release a flurry.
All right. Spend the point, and there you go.
Boom!
So you get 2 more attacks now.
That's awesome.
They're
So I can do stabby again?
no, they're unarmed attacks. So you're gonna
Oh.
kick them and punch them and headbutt them. Yeah.
I'm gonna do all of the things.
Headbutts
So
the rat
unarmed.
and
You're gonna taikwondo them down into nothingness, hopefully,
Boom. Oof. Oof.
or not.
Ooh. Oh.
You got one more,
Oh.
and
dinner.
Oh. Oh. I am so sorry.
the Book of Fate is very full. Are you sure you don't want to go to it?
Should we do it to save her?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Reroll
it.
both.
Just
of those.
one of them? Okay.
Reroll both.
Chat's been lovely. There we go. There we go.
Oh,
And
11?
Nox just gave us a reroll as
Cool.
well. Okay.
And 11 again. So 2 15s.
15, 50, and then re-roll your short sword attack thanks to Nox.
Songs.
Okay, sorry, Nox. We tried. It's not a chair. This group has a bad history with chairs. Do not bring
Chairs are a source of trauma.
do not speak of chairs.
No chairs.
Okay, so I need 2 damages from your unarmed strikes. 4
4.
and
4.
4. All right, so one is gone and the other one is close to gone.
That's fine.
It's better than nothing.
Indeed.
Ember's got this.
Indeed. Ember's up.
Okay. You can totally say no to this, but I have a thought. If I have produce flame and dagger, can I combine the two? Like fire dagger?
The problem with that is that you're not trained magically in keeping the flame that you can produce in your hand along the edge of a blade. So
Okay.
imagine like you light an aim in flame and you've got flame and now you wave it. Now you don't.
Okay. Can I stab and set something on fire at the it's a little overkill.
Yeah, totally.
Got 2
Okay.
hands.
Yeah, so 2 hands, 1 dagger, and 1 I would like to choke the rat and set it on fire.
Okay.
I don't like this
Saute
rat.
it, please.
Yes.
That's our dinner. Yeah.
Rat tartar. Anyone?
Exactly.
Well, it's not
On a
tartar if
stick?
you cook it.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, that's true.
It's just lightly
Rat
seared.
flambe.
Seared. Yeah.
Rat flambe. All right, give me the attack roll with that
Flambe
dagger
rat.
first.
Okay.
And clack, clack,
8
clack, clack,
plus
clack, clack.
4? Is that enough?
A 12?
12?
That'll hit it.
Okay.
Roll the damage on the dagger. The dagger's really hot. Okay, I'll go with that.
2 for the dagger.
That will finish it off.
4.
Oh.
Oh, it will?
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
The
All
rats are
right,
little. They're
didn't-
meant to harass you.
Didn't even need it. Okay.
The rats have been successfully dispatched. Now, these are just giant rats. These are not a were-rat. Those are different.
Okay.
we'll handle the were-rat in a moment.
Speaking of
Yeah.
which, it's up. And it's going to take advantage of its current position to be really mad at Sho.
Oh,
Good. No. That's
I
good.
got you, show. I got some healing
So
coming
That's
your
cool.
way.
its first action is going to be to
I'm
lash
only
out
down 6 yet.
with
so.
its short sword. For a whole 3.
Well, don't I get it? Oh, I get resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage because I'm raging. Does that help?
Oh, you get resistance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, then you take 1 damage.
Yes.
nice.
Librarian is angry.
But the other downside is they get advantage on their attacks against you.
Do they?
No.
Or something. There's a downside to rage, if I remember
Well,
right.
because but I
Or is
need
that
to.
reckless?
I need to keep
that's
being
reckless.
engaged.
That's
yeah.
reckless. That's reckless. I was thinking something else. Okay, so yes, you do get your resistance. Oh, that's right. You can't cast or concentrate on spells either. That's the
Right. I
downside.
can't cast anything. Yeah.
Got it. And then he's
I don't think I have
going
anything anyways.
to try to bite you again. And he fails on that one. They are not rodents of unusual size. Well, we'll talk about that later.
A little bit.
We'll talk about that later. Mirror's up.
All right. This were-rat human thing, Radigan, I'm going to attack him with my Thunder Wave. S'il vous plaît.
Okay, you can do that.
Cool.
And that's another one of those, if I remember right, like you don't have to attack, you just do it.
I just do it, right? Yeah, that's what it says here, is there's no to hit kind of
Yeah.
thing. Cool.
Successful save, they take half damage and isn't pushed.
2
Show,
D8s, I rolled an 8 and a
What do I need to roll?
I need it a con save.
Okay.
What? No, that's just what... That's a single target.
What's a single target?
Ooh.
Range says self, so it's not like an AOE type thing.
Okay, back up then, just so you're sure you know what you're casting.
I think I know what I'm casting.
If you look at the range area itself, 15-foot
Yes.
cube. So a 15-foot cube originating from you.
Ooh.
So you're throwing this wave out in front of yourself.
So can you help me a little bit with the lay of the land?
Sure.
I know that Jansen flipped off the horse and is in the cart.
Behind
I
you.
jumped down behind me, so I'm in front of the cart now.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you jumped down off the cart.
Yes, I jumped down.
Right.
And I placed something on the ground.
Yep.
Where is
Straight ahead.
Mushika?
Show and
Straight
the
ahead.
show
And
and
where's
the
Show?
were rat are straight ahead of you.
Crap. All right. What about Thunderclap? It says the range is 5 feet, but it doesn't give me any kind of cube. Is that more of a directed spell, or is that another area of
It affects a 5-foot area.
Would that affect Show?
Thunderous sound that can be heard. Each creature within range other than you must make a con save.
All right.
My con's pretty good. I've got a +4. So.
Yeah.
You know, risk it. It's early combat. We're still getting used to each other.
I mean, if I'm gonna risk a con save of 12, I'll use Thunder Wave. But that's 2d8. That's a lot of. Let me see. Where's Show? Show's. Oof.
I'm engaged with him, so.
Okay, so let's think here. All right, I'm gonna go safe. I am going to use my. How far away from me is Show?
15 feet.
How far am I allowed to move as a move action?
Far enough.
Can I touch her and cure wounds?
Yep.
All right, I will do that and cure. And wait, so for the extra thingy, special bonus action, how many times can I do the bardic inspiration? It looks like 2.
Yes.
Well, I still have the 1, right? Or no? Because I haven't used it. Is it 1 round? Or?
It's for 10
no,
minutes.
I haven't used it yet. It's for 10 minutes, so I still got the bardic inspiration.
She's still inspired.
Okay, all right. So
You can-
I will heal her.
Cool.
Oops.
Okay.
Timesheet.
You also have the option, just if you forget you have it, Vicious Mockery is a D4 psychic damage with a single target.
How do I know that it's so from my perspective, when I'm looking at my spell list, it shows 60 feet for that. How do I know if something is single target or AoE?
If you
it does not seem to show me.
It's a little unclear. If you look into the description, it says at a single blah, you unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enchantments at a creature you can see. It's at a creature.
Okay.
Whereas things like Thunderclap, a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away, each creature within range other than you.
I see. I'm just looking at the sort of spells tab, which doesn't have a lot of descriptions. So
Yeah.
I guess in that case, I will use the Vicious Mockery on Mushika.
You know what you could do? Have you tried just clicking on the name of a spell?
It's not a oh, it is clickable. I'm sorry. You know how your cursor changes from a cursor sign to a little click?
Yep.
So I hovered over it. I saw that it did not change sign.
And I don't blame you at all. But now you know you have your spell book in front of you.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
I got your back.
So yeah.
I got your back.
Let's insult this rat man.
Add
That won't
insult
be
to
hard.
injury.
Yeah, let's do it.
So throw that
Alright,
D.
so 4.
If he takes 4, if he doesn't pass his wisdom save.
Okay.
He does get a wisdom save. He does not pass it.
Yes.
He takes 4 psychic damage from the combination of enchantments and just, I don't know, what do you say to him?
I mean, he's a rat and he's a man. Do I need to say much?
No, that okay.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
yeah. His
that's
existence
your
alone
whole
is
of
an
the insult. I would insult you, but let's be clear. You're a man and a rat. I think I'm done here.
Boom. Just Ember from the cart. Oh!
My audience, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
8
shows
man
up.
in the cart. Oh.
All right.
Needed.
Oh, I'm flailing him a bunch. Well, at least once.
You're trying to.
I'm trying to. Let's see if it works better this time. Ooh, natural 20. So 26. Now, is that still adding in the damage from raging?
I believe so, yes.
I can't remember if it continues to do it automatically or not.
Well, it probably won't do it automatically. We'll have to add it ourselves. Roll the thing, and then we'll add all the bonuses on.
Oh, to the damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think it's not that smart. It's smart enough to know to double your damage.
10.
So 10.
So 12.
Plus
That'd
2
be
again.
12. Plus 2 again?
From the
14?
critical hit, so 14.
Nice. Woo! Then I can't just use the
You
flail
smash,
twice instead
like,
of 2-weapon fighting, can I?
Show Rex. This is
Show
amazing.
Rex.
Yeah, I mean, come on. The tank of the group is clear. Like,
Absolute
rage.
beefcake. I love it.
yes. Well-read beefcake.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm a well-rounded barbarian.
Well-read and well-rounded.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. The thirst for show. We'll call
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
Jensen
I
has.
love it.
We have 2 more actions up before it's going to get a chance to do anything.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out if I can do another action because I put the hand axe away because it wasn't doing anything. But I can't. I'm trying to figure out if I can.
Flail seemed to do damage. didn't
Yeah, but I don't think I can use it twice. I think I can only use it once,
Right.
right? Right. So I was trying to think if I could melee it under the horse so the horse tramples it.
And that's still an attack action.
Oh, okay. Okay. I guess I can't do anything, so I will. I was trying to figure I could back up a little bit to give a little bit more distance. I don't think I can get enough distance back to let you do your.
You can make it
thunder stuff,
disengage,
but-
which is like a 5-foot step.
Yeah, I'll do that. Then he's got to come to me.
Yep.
Okay. We'll do
That's
that.
fair. So, Linares,
Just get him
what's
positioned.
Jansen doing in this situation?
There's only rat guy left, right?
Yeah.
I still have nothing to hit him with.
You do have your father's bow.
I thought you took my magic away.
You can try to power the magic in it. You can do it 3. Remember, you can do it 3 times a day. If you want to take the chance.
Oh, is that the one that sometimes backfires?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
I
I mean,
And
Let's
you-
do it.
And you
Let's
hear,
do it.
So you hear the voice in the back. You hear the voice. You don't want to risk it. You're not going to take chances for these people.
demon.
but
You're
Ember's
weak.
just next to you, like,
All right,
We believe in you, Jansen.
take the shot.
You got this. You're way cooler.
Oh no!
Oh no.
And the arrow flies wide.
That didn't happen. You can fate if your demons can mess things up. You can re-roll it with fate. We have so many fate things.
we have a
Our
lot
book
of
is-
fate.
Our book is
Okay.
thick. All right.
And re-roll that.
Angela.
Yeah. Get stuffed, demons.
Nope. Yep.
Good stuff.
I'm still only at 11.
It's not going to hit. You want to use? I mean, I already counted it, but I can put it back. Do you want to go to the book?
You want to go ahead and fade it?
Book.
Yeah, you can fade it.
Book. Use it.
Oh my god, that was
That's a
so
hit.
close.
Yeah.
It teetered between 12 and 2 and then landed on 15.
Nice.
Are those the best
Demons
ones?
19.
can shut it. Jansen's wreck.
So now you're kicking in the magic.
Oh.
Are you kicking in the magic?
Yeah.
Okay, then you're going to need to give me a wisdom save.
Oh, I thought I had a damage roll.
Oh, yeah, your damage roll's good. We'll see if that damage counts or not, because we have to, well, the damage will hit.
9.
Okay. Let me grab a die real quick here. Okay, so You pull back and let the arrow fly, and you force your will into it the way that you know you can, as that you believe your father did when he wielded this bow as well. And the arrow strikes and just throws the were-rat onto his back as it just pushes him right over and leaves him sprawled in the middle of the road, dead.
Yes!
As you fist pump in glory, you suddenly feel all of those demons surge up the back of your neck into your head as you take 3 psychic damage. As they remind you, you are not he, you will never be him.
We're out of combat now, right?
Yeah.
I just want to I think I'm gonna since I'm sitting next to Jansen, I just kind of want to turn and hand on shoulder and go, "That was amazing! You're so cool!"
Thank you.
As
kind
he
of like-
falls, just gonna whoa! Teamwork! Right.
Yes, we're all a little scraped, but please tell me this guy's got some loot.
Yes, I'm gonna
He's
hop out
gotta
of the
have
car.
some
gonna-
bulging pockets of the
I'm gonna roll him.
travelers that paid him, right?
Loot,
Come on.
loot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna to put the flail away and gesture to Ember. Would you like to do the honors?
I mean,
You were
if
pretty chewed on
nobody
back
else
there.
wants to.
I can roll him over for you. Roll.
What's he got on him?
He has
Roll him for
a
stuff.
hand crossbow, a short sword, and sadly he has not had the kind of day that would lead him positioned to get a lot of... He has not had any successful heists yet today. So
Seriously?
the most...
Hand crossbow.
Yeah, so a hand crossbow, a short
Ew.
sword, and you're also able to find between various bits of silver and copper and one or two, a total of 5 gold pieces in cash.
You know, if we kept taking all these things that are supposedly just add up to 1 or 2 gold, at this point we'd have a lot of gold. I'm just saying. Remember,
You did plan
Just
ahead. You do have a
saying.
cart, so there's no reason to leave his gear behind. You could go sell it
Load
off.
it up.
And we're
Yes.
going to the market. Somebody will want it.
Yep.
Can we take the rats?
Everything's
And
got
yeah,
to
we
bring
can.
meat.
The
Yeah, let's
rats
make
are
some
already
dinner.
in the
Yeah,
cart. We'll just roast those for dinner.
But isn't there one
Exactly.
underneath?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Charcuterie.
Put that
You
one in
know,
the cart.
when you pummel chicken to get it all nice and tenderized? We've already done that.
Yes.
We should take the guy too.
Yep. Throw him in. Somebody will want to buy him.
Well, it's a guy.
He's
But
also
it's
like
not.
8
It's a
feet
rat.
tall.
Right?
Yeah, let's not do. Let's just take his
It's a
stuff.
rat.
Let's just push him off the side of the road,
Just
maybe
rat
under a
high
bush.
Yard. Come on. We're just gonna
I'll drag
high-yard it,
I'll drag him
stuff it
over
with
under a
some
bush
cheese,
after we take his stuff off.
Yeah, exactly.
raise it in some beer.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
gut it too.
I don't think were rats are good for that. I think we're better with the rat.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
just
yeah,
eat
the
the giant
actual
rats.
rats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a hand crossbow, a short sword, and how much gold?
5?
4, 5,
5.
5.
We broke, Rob.
Sorry.
You're welcome.
I blame myself. and in a lot of ways, these instincts are very natural. Modern video gaming has taught us if it's not nailed down, pick it up because you can sell it you can mark it as trash and mass sell it later.
I mean, healers gotta learn somehow. Let's sell the corpses.
I,
Gotta dissect something for knowledge, right? Those textbooks don't write themselves. Just
Right,
saying.
but there's a lot of book-shaped dents in this guy, and we have a librarian in our midst. Don't you think someone might ask how he died?
No.
Well,
In a
Natural
market
causes.
in Baldur's Gate? I don't
No.
get it.
they're not gonna ask.
You know
like
what?
a-
You're right. It is
Are
Baldur's
his
Gate.
organs most? I mean, there's some
You're gonna-
organs that are intact. They can learn.
You're
from
going to
that.
get some wizard who's interested in him for
Yeah.
something.
so the final decision is you are actually going to load the were-rat into the wagon.
Apparently.
Yes, let's sell.
I
him.
mean,
Yeah.
Throw him
when
in.
Eat
in
his
Baldur's
friends.
Gate.
Not
called the Wide for nothing.
Heyo! All right.
We'll eat his friends. We'll eat his little
Yes.
minions.
Yeah.
Like when were rat is a little, but like the roasted, like the rats that we have charred via
Roast
ember.
rat. I can produce flame. We can get this cooking. It's good.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, rat charcuterie. Let's go.
Mm.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, how close are we to being in Baldur's Gate?
Couple hours.
Okay,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, we got this. Let's go.
It might. What if they
It won't
search the
stink
cart
before
though?
then.
I mean,
That's-
a wizard would get this, but a guard.
It's a were-rat. They're gonna thank
we
us
were
for taking it
set
out.
on-
Did he turn
on
back
the
into
road?
a guy when he died?
Oh dear God. Please tell me he still looks like a rat.
I don't
Yeah, if it's-
know.
If he turned
Does a-
back into a guy, we leave him under a bush.
Yes. If it's a guy,
Agreed.
if it's just a guy, we rob him of all his stuff, leave his dead body under a bush. If it's
Agreed.
a rat guy,
We're not robbing so much as
I mean, it's a
liberating.
valuable. Yeah, it's a curiosity.
it's a
You're
monster
collecting a
at that
specimen.
point.
We've
Yeah,
started a
totally.
circus now.
No, it turns back into a guy.
Yep,
Well,
yep,
let's
right.
under the
rob
bush.
him of
Yeah.
all of his possessions, including his clothing, and stuff him under a bush.
Yes.
Yep.
As is right and proper in
Yep.
this
He'll
area,
fertilize
probably.
things. It's fine. It's the natural cycle of life.
I had to reread the passage 3 times to be sure that I understand what quote true form was referencing, because they don't always get the best. They have very creative people, but their logistical use of English is not always the best. There's a lot of weird pronoun referencing going on in here. So
At kebabs. Let's go.
okay, so dead body under the bush, 3 giant rats in the wagon, and off you go.
Yep.
I'm almost disappointed by that because the department's like, "Man, I should just say he stays in rat form just to see what you all do with it." But no, it all works out.
We would sell him for parts.
Sell him for
Yes.
parts to a healer who's trying to learn.
Exactly. You got to learn to, do autopsies and dissections.
Parts is parts, dead guys is part. No. Parts is parts, dead is dead, dead guys is parts.
That's how I learned.
That's an interesting. Yes, you roll up on.
It was from Shadowrun.
Yes, you roll up on one of the gates into Baldur's Gate, and the guards stop your wagon and ask your business in town.
We're
Buying and selling.
Oh, merchants, what are you selling?
Books. And
Rats.
but we are going to buy a book. We have rats.
Well, that's
We're
the
selling
thing.
foodstuffs. And
Oh, they're dead and
we are
tasty.
purchasing books.
Ah, all right. So, buying books, selling rat.
Yep. Do you know of a good book vendor in the wide?
Oh, I don't go up there very often. That's just a bunch of rich folks hanging around making fun of people that ain't rich.
Bougies.
That's
We know
that's
the
not a
type.
place for civilized folk. Well, I mean, civilized
we're selling
folk,
rats.
yes, but
How
well, that, no,
civilized can we be?
Sounds like they have big purses.
well,
You know what? Rich people love it. If you cut it up and you call it something like exotic, like it's tiger
Make
meat.
up a word. Yeah.
well,
And
but
they
that's
think it's foreign. They'll pay a lot of money for it.
yeah. If you want to go, hang around with a bunch of people who own more than you're ever going to see in your lifetime and are willing to spend it so they can have the coolest thing on their mantle.
You
Sure.
feel better if we're convincing
Whatever
them to eat
pays
something
for
that
beer.
anybody could have, but they're going to pay 3 times as much for it?
But
Yeah,
that's
it's like when you buy like a rhino burger, but it's actually
Rat.
just the goat from around the corner, you know?
I'm not entirely sure it's legal to be doing that. You're going to want to make sure you get some proper permitting when
No,
you get up
I have
there.
I have
Oh,
a
yeah.
permit. It's
We'll go
fine.
through the official channels.
You already have the permit?
No, it's waiting for me inside. We got a friend on the inside. It's good.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Is there any other potential crimes or felonies you intend to commit while you're in Baldur's Gate you'd like to disclose at this time?
Not at this time.
Yeah, I'm good for now.
Oh.
None that we can think of. No, that's none. No,
We're
none.
upstanding citizens.
You want some rat meat?
So let's get a couple of things clear.
Do I need to intimidate a fool? Let's go.
You don't start fights. You don't end fights. If there's blood, there's paperwork. If there's paperwork, you're going to spend at least 1 day in the jails, if not more.
Dude, I just
like
want
the
beer.
rules.
Can you let us through?
I just want to be sure we're on the same collective page because
we're
I don't
fine.
want to
Yeah,
have
we're
to
here to
track
have a
you
good
down
time.
I
here.
just want beer and a good meal.
All
All
right.
right. We've been on the road a while. Let's go.
Outstanding. Just
Cool. Thank you.
And what was your name? You look like a Steven.
I didn't give it because I don't ever want to have to deal with you four again.
All right, Roger. We'll see you later.
It's mutual.
Okay.
Oh no, that's them being complimentary. Thank you very much for your time. We'll go in and see your lovely city, and we promise
Bye.
No
see you.
fights,
Which
no
way is
blood.
the-
Only a
No
little
fights, no
arson.
blood. Right.
It's fine. Don't worry
I
about
have a
it.
rat tail.
Amber,
I'm just kidding. It's a
stop
joke.
helping.
Roger gets it.
It's a
Yeah.
It's coming into late midday when you guide the wagon up towards the upper city, the home of the wealthiest citizens of Baldur's Gate. The Wide is located inside this city within the city. A massive sprawling space where anything can be bought and sold. You tie up the horse near a cart. And yes, sitcom mask is not completely wrong, but that's okay. As long as we're all having fun, who cares? You tie up the horse and the cart some distance in, and have an opportunity to begin exploring. Do you have a particular plan for finding the particular seller you're looking for?
We could ask after some of the books we know were sold there.
But first things
to the
first,
book
I
sellers?
could go with the rest.
And a
I don't know
beer.
about anybody else.
And a beer.
Yeah.
Before we
probably.
go get
You know,
into
we've been
more trouble.
traveling.
You do a rest.
We should get a good meal.
Or like, what
And a
time of
beer.
day is it, to be honest?
Midday.
Yeah, I
I
think
think
it's
you
Late
said.
midday,
midday, so I
right?
would say
Oh, okay.
3 or 4-ish.
How late does the market stay open at this point?
It
Like
shuts.
if we go grab a quick meal and short rest, is
You
an
could do
hour,
a short
right?
rest and not lose everything. There's a nightly curfew, so when sunset starts, people will start to pack everything up and probably leave.
So if it's midday and we just have a siesta and a lunch and a beer,
Well, I think we have lunch and a beer and chat for an hour. That works, right?
we'll sleep.
That's a short rest.
Rest. We need to.
Patch our wounds.
Push the short rest buttons.
Bard
Okay.
can heal
You'll have
them.
the opportunity there. Each of you has 2 hit dice. You can spend 1 or 2 of them on this short rest to get back that number of hit points, which might become significant. So it is worth actually doing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've got 2 things, 2 options.
Mhm.
I have a recover, and then I have 2 dice that under my class name. So I have Bard, and there's 2 dice, and then I have recover, and there's a checkbox. What?
I'm not sure if I remember what recover does.
It says
Reset-
reset.
Reset
Maximum
HP.
HP.
changes.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
Okay.
So if I
Did
don't
Jansen
wanna
already do
change
that?
my XP, I can just
Yeah, you can spend your hit dice. Hang on, Jansen, I got you covered. How much damage had you taken?
2, 3, 3.
3.
Okay. Mathematically, you are likely to have only had to roll 1 die to pull that off. So we'll just do that. I got you covered now.
Actually.
Just hit
See ya.
refresh on your character sheet. And it'll
Does it?
update.
Because my... Oh, do you need to refresh
Oh,
like the whole
updated.
page?
I think I did to make sure that what I just did went through so that Linaris could see it.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
But yeah, you can spend up to your level, and you have your level worth of hit dice to spend on a short rest to get back that number of hit points. So you can spend 1 or 2 of them, and that will then give you some back. So Jensen's back at full with 1 hit die. It was all they really needed for that. How much did anybody else get some healing back?
Well, I was gonna do the 1 hit die, but are we rolling something?
It'll roll it for you.
Oh, okay. I don't think I did
Mine
it right
won't.
then.
Mine hasn't been like I hit the take a short rest and confirm, but it's not rolling or adding anything.
Yeah, that's what mine
Oh,
did
then you
too.
might have to manually roll it then.
Okay.
Okay.
You might have to manually roll a die then to pull that off. From your little off on the other
Oh,
side.
plus 2.
There are still a few features I'd love them to clear up, but short rest has, I think, enough choices to it that it. Whoa, geez. Okay, well, that only took 1.
Yeah.
And Shona's back at it.
Yeah, I got an 8 out of 8 too.
See, this is where you get the good rolls.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
And it's almost
I'm full up.
mathematically impossible for Mir not to get back to full with one hit die.
Oh, I didn't roll any of my die.
Never mind. I'll just
stay
put
with
those
12.
back
Yep.
and doing some damage. Okay. So what's your plan? So you've had time to rest up. You've hit a couple of stalls to get some food, some beer, hang out at the wagon, talk, discuss how best to dissect rat.
Yeah.
Do we just want to
Roasted.
discuss our plan for... I know we're coming up on our end time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. So if I think we go around and kind of, just see if anybody at booksellers or whatever, hey, anybody knows someone who sells very rare, good for getting into Candlekeep kind of library books. Those.
Or even just ask about the the names of the books, or
Yeah, we've got those too.
who sells this book. We want to buy it and see who.
Okay.
I don't know if they'll have copies because they're pretty rare books.
Are you
so.
just walking around looking to see if there are book-sellers?
I think
Or are you
so.
planning to do something else?
Ask the nearest, guy who looks like he's got a really established stall. It looks like they're there all the time. They got the quick setup. They'll know everybody in the market.
Plus, we have some stuff to sell. Like, I have that jeweled gold letter opener that did not get taken away from me from the mansion. And then we also have the clothes and weapons of Radigan that we could sell.
Yes.
And make a little
Nautical
gold.
name. Yes.
Yes, you can. You only have to ask once or twice. And someone gives you directions to one of the only booksellers in the wide, a place, a stall that bears the sign of Amber Dune Books. It's kind of off in a corner. It can be a little hard to find, but it's pretty. It's definitely the big books.
Well, and the one guy said Dune something, so you got it from Dune something.
That would be the place you should head.
Yeah.
That is also a great place to wrap up for the night. As you get directions, you look at each other and go, well, I guess that's where we're headed. And we're right here at 10:30. It's about the time we usually start to wrap up and wind down our evening. How do we do tonight?
That's fun.
Yeah, it was a
So
fun...
much fun.
Yeah, it was super fun. I like that.
I'm gonna be really excited when I can actually I could do this, and it's not. That's really cool. In 5 levels.
When we get really, really skilled, that'll be.
Yeah.
Third level gets a little better, and then
I was gonna say I'm really excited for the stuff in 3rd level. Like,
Yeah.
3rd level is...
I want my bard school.
Third
I don't
level,
know
there's
which one to pick.
a bump. 4th level is pretty much more hit points, and then 5th level is when everyone explodes on power.
Oh yeah.
Because that's like fighting types get a second attack per round, regular attack per round, and then spellcasters get a whole new spell tier opened up. So like wizards can start casting fireballs. It's pretty ganasty when you get up there. So, and we're
I'm
on
so
pace
excited.
to do about 1 level per adventure, and each adventure is usually about 2 weeks or 2
That's
sessions.
cool.
So it seems to be a pretty good clip.
Nice.
We'll get you there before you even know it. You're going to think back to 1st and 2nd level and go, the good old days when my character sheet was simple
yeah.
and didn't have a lot of major options on it.
Mir gets a free round of club.
Indeed.
Exactly. More beer, more power.
More
That's how
beer,
it goes.
more power. That absolutely works. So as we wind down tonight, I'm going to pop this back up. Absolutely, as they're kind of doing their own introductions, if you haven't checked these amazing people out, I am so lucky that they wanted to come play with me. And so please give them a follow and a check and enjoy all of their great stuff. We're going to go back the way we came. So Jesse, do you want to tell us a little bit about what's coming up this week for you?
Sure. So, tomorrow, okay, it is technically still Wednesday. Okay, tomorrow, Thursday, my AAA game dev friend is finally better from COVID, so my channel will have a game development stream in the evenings, Eastern Standard Time. And then this Sunday, my Microsoft sponsored streams return,
and we're going to be doing machine learning with Azure. So stop on by if you're interested in cloud applications for machine learning or Azure in general. But yeah, other than that, I am still kind of scrambling, prepping, saving, scringing for my looming move to Sweden and desperately trying to learn Swedish. So I could say tack så mycket.
You can watch the Muppet Show for that. They have the guy who speaks the Swedish chef. You can just watch those.
So if I can just slight, tiny digression. The interesting thing about the Swedish chef is that I didn't know this, and former linguist kind of breaking through, I apologize, but Swedish is actually a tonal language, and so it has tones similar to Chinese. And the reason why the Swedish chef works is that the Swedish chef is not mimicking Swedish words, he's mimicking Swedish tones. And so the Swedish chef sounds Swedish because he is actually mimicking the tonal patterns in Swedish. So fact for you, but if you know Swedish, you want to help me out, I can say like my dogs drink water and like I eat crab and other unhelpful phrases, but
I would
Inga Kopaisen. No cows on the ice.
I would probably focus on where's the bathroom as my next phrase of choice. But that's just me.
I haven't learned bathroom yet, but like I said, I can say like I want a dog, or I want an elephant, or I want a wolf, or I'm wearing pink pants. But other than you know,
Tiffany, do you have anything fun that we'll find over on your Facebook page this week?
Je parle un peu de français.
Joe, I've got a couple of projects down, and I'm probably going to try and get some sketches up of maybe fighting a weird creature, whatever. We'll see if I get around to that.
Sweet.
I'll try and get that kind of stuff up, but we'll see what happens.
Cool.
Nothing really planned. We've been doing some house projects.
That's fair.
So that has kind of taken more time.
Molly, anything fun coming up this week for you?
Weekend art streams. I might be playing Baldur's Gate 3 actually with some friends this weekend because we have the early release version. So we may or may not be playing that on Saturday or Sunday. And on our Discord we started up doing Star Trek mornings where we watch Star Trek The Next Generation, because a lot of people in our community have not seen it, and that is a travesty because Picard is everything.
Yes.
So if you guys are interested in that.
Picard is the standard that everybody else is held to.
It's Saturday mornings for some TNG. So over on our Discord. And then just art after that all day, which I am going to be finishing up my Ember Tarot card this weekend.
Ooh.
So.
Which tarot card did you decide
She's
to make
the
Ember?
Two of Daggers. I mean, Two of Swords, but it's Two of Daggers. Yes.
That's clever.
Yeah.
And last and certainly not least, Narius, what are we looking forward to with you this week?
Well, tomorrow is Terror Thursday, and I think I'm gonna start. I can never say it right. Visage.
Mm-hmm.
The V one. Tomorrow, and then Sunday is actually my first ever 12-hour stream, and we're going to be doing lots of merch giveaways and sticker giveaways. It's going to be a lot of fun, so I'm going to be spending all weekend prepping for that.
Awesome. Well, I hope it goes well. That should be fun.
Yeah.
And then I'll be back for my next D&D stream. Is going to be Sunday night. I think we're on track. One of my 4 players that's been feeling really down was streaming today, so I think she's pushed through whatever it was that was eaten at her, and we'll be able to get back and play and finish up our Ravenloft prequel. And then I'll be on my usual Friday and Saturday nights where I just kind of come on and just do some generic gaming and talking. And everyone's more than welcome to stop in and stop me from playing and talk D&D, because I don't mind. It's 2/3 of the fun of it all. So thank you for coming out tonight. Thank you for everyone that supported. Thank you for everyone that has followed, subscribed, all the support you can give to the channel. If you want to watch this again or you want to listen to it, it's going to be up on YouTube in a little bit. And you can find the link as one of my chat commands, just !YouTube, and head over there and subscribe on that. section, so you can listen to this at your leisure if there's anything you thought you missed. We are going to go drop in on one of our early supporters who was huge when we started up, and she's actually running a stream tonight. So we're going to go throw some love at her as a big thank you for all that she did when we were, kicking this off and getting it going. And I think I'm pushing the button.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, okay, cool. It's not showing up to me,
there's
so
the
it's showing up to you guys?
Yep, it says rating.
Rating.
So
Sweet. Give her some love. She was a huge part of getting started, a huge supporter. We're going to go drop in on her and make a crap ton of noise. And I appreciate all of that. So thank you, everyone who came out tonight to play. I would not be here if I did not have 4 amazing players at my table. So I am indebted to you. And we'll see everybody in a week to see what happens when you find the stall Amber Dune Books. And what exactly is up with the monster books they're selling there? Until night times, folks, please play more games and do it as safely as you can.